It's not a dog, it's a horse now.
Alright guys, let's get the draw underway. Can I have the 16 left in the tournament up around tables 1 and 2? Alright, so the way this is going to work is the in the bucket there is all of the odd places in the draw. 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 13, 11, 15. So the 8 winners will pick an odd number. The 8 from the loser side will pick an even number. The draw will stay that way the whole way. It's not random the whole way. So it goes into a bracket and it stays that way the whole way. Just so everyone knows, we are using the 4 tables in the arena here and 4 tables upstairs. Some of the tables over there, there's some complaints about rolls and whatnot. So the general consensus is that there is 4 decent tables upstairs that we'll use. So 4 down here, 4 up there, and then from the quarters onwards, we'll just use the 4 in the arena. So we'll start with the winners. So if I can get a winner to come and grab a ball, I'll say Jake.
Number 1.
Number 1 for Jake.
Number 7.
Number 7 for Tony. Number 13 for Robbo. Number 5 for Gussie. 5. Number 3 for Joey. Joseph. Number 9. Number 9 for Justin. Yeah. Number 11 for Kurt. Must be 15, I reckon. 15 it is. Alright, the 8 losers. CJ, thank you very much.
Alright, here we go. 14.
14 for VJ. 10 for Tim. 16 for Mick. Scary. 8 for Ricky. 12 for Lee. Number 6 for Simon. Number 2 for Ricky, which leaves me with number 4. Thanks guys, we'll get the matches sorted. We've just got to get pool start up and running, so it'll be about 5-10 minutes before we get underway.
You know which tables are allocated, or 4 up there, 4 down here? Could leave it up, I'm not sure yet. I don't know which one's on there. Are you playing here, are you really? Yeah, you could be upstairs as well.
played it. Oh, how did you do that? You know the shot you get, and it goes in. We're playing reading in semis in 2012. Anyway, what was the score? Decider. You're not even a decider. You play. Anyway, it's on the black. All my races are trying to mix up maybe one on the rack. He's running the rack. He's got something like that. I'm like, this is a black. This is a knife. Anyway, and he's played it. And it's done sort of like that.
What, he didn't even give it
No, he played bad. And the white's going in on, and that was when you got 2 shots. My heart rate went from 200 down to like 80 instantly.
What, he didn't put it
And then I was
over?
like,
Were you screwed in a row?
well, I've got a ball on a rail, yeah. Yeah, the cad's come back here, and then I've just got a whole bunch. See, it's a hell of a lot easier with 2 shots. But yeah.
So you reckon it was like this? You reckon it was something like this?
Yeah, it was something like that, and he's kind of missed it. Had it bounced up
He must have played it with running side.
Yeah, it was something like that. It's kind of done like that. But it's landed still on the rail, and I've done like my opening shot was maybe like an inner over with that one, and then they're all plumb.
So your first shot you set it up.
Yeah, I played an inner over on my first shot.
And then what was it like to win?
That was it. But I mapped it so
You got a ball in the middle.
it was kind of like that. I mapped it like that, so then I worked on that one, then that one. I was on it, but I was still fucking. You don't want to do like,
You don't want to roll it at that pace.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. He's playing so well. And he swung around everything. And he's done the pump, but it was still.
Yeah, it was still like
It was kind of like one job he made it into the easy. It wasn't guaranteed. Yeah, he's swung wire and crazy. Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
Okay guys, going to announce the tables now. On table 1, Justin Sage and Timothy Gibson. Table 2, Gus DeGiorgio and Simon Singleton. Table 3, Rusty Wheeler and Michael Skerry. Table 4, Jake McCartney and Ricky Emery. Table 13, Steve Tran and Ricky Watson. Table 14, Joseph Evans and Patrick Hood. Table 16, Kurt Dunham and Lee McSharry. And table 18, Mark Robinson and BJ Randall.
Morning everyone. About to start the matches. What is another? Tim and Justin, Gus and Simon. Where's the magnet there? Ah, okay. Well, that didn't take long, did it? I mean, no one ever used it, but... Jake Robbo final. That is possible, yep. I'm calling Gus Robbo final. So he's got to get through Simon first. Justin, Tam, and Rusty playing Scary. I think Jake Ricky, based on how Ricky's playing, is actually one of the biggest matches, and obviously Sage Tam, but through a lot of arguing, I was able to convince him to put Gus on the stream, so that's what we have. It seems a lot of people in the chat are keen to see Gussie as well. Gussie's not been on the stream yet, that's also played a big factor. But in terms of players not being on the stream yet, it would be also good to see Kurt, and I don't think Hoodie's been on the stream either. Bye Gus, please. Gus will eat Simon for breakfast, I say. Yeah, Gussie's been in great form, but Simon obviously is pure class. His match against Jake yesterday was an exceptional standard. link to see the results. Chris, just you can go onto Poolstat, but I think Dan will post the link as well. Just poolstat.net.au. And then you go Victoria, and then Slate, Slate comps or something. Oh dear. Bottom half is loaded compared to the top. You reckon? What? What? Yeah, no, I see what you mean actually. There's yeah, I'm commentating this morning, John. Yeah, exactly, Bella. I'll be joined by Jamie Stevens in a moment. Room's all nervy. Is there a new pool stat link? Dan's just posted the pool stat. Yeah, it'll be Slate Pro Championship Finals, I think. Sam? We're solid. Matty's coming. He's just standing around having a yak. That's the rule, Dale. Just general. Morning, Gino. Good to see you tuning in. Troy, Gus and Simon is a pretty big match. Hard to make the case otherwise. And we don't want to just fall into the trap of just putting Jake on every time he plays. Thanks, Wilco. That's also a good point, Des. Tam has been on a bit. So yeah, I guess.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My apologies for sounding like a drag queen on this fine morning.
You got the thing on the wrong ear.
I got told to put on the right ear last time.
Well, there's two, and they're angled in different directions. Just make sure the mic's as close to your mouth as possible.
So they can hear me cough.
Yeah, so they can hear you breathe and cough and stuff. No, yeah, the two we got streamed are Justin and Tam, and Gus and Simon. Who would you have put on the stream?
I definitely would have put. Apparently, Gus is a bit of a big deal.
Gus is a big deal, yeah.
No, I would have put Jake and Ricky on. Ricky was absolutely on fire yesterday, and obviously Jake's, I guess, considered the man to beat.
Yeah, look, that was probably correct, but by popular demand, we've got Gussie on there. It's not been on yet.
I mean, I don't have an issue with that either. Gus has been playing well.
Absolutely.
I mean, all these guys have to play well to get to the 16, and funnily enough, the last 16 is probably the worst place to go out. You've played for 2 days, and if you lose, you get no prize money, and the people in the Calcutta get no money either. So this is like losing at the second round of a major, where you can't play in the Blancs comp, and you get no prize money. Oh, there is prize money for the 16. Oh, you get 1,000.
You get a refund.
You get a refund, yeah.
So it's almost better to play in the Blancs, where you can win. Oh, you win 3k in the Blancs, so. Butters can barely speak English. Why are we talking about Butters?
Oh, apparently, Rudders thinks Butters has got me covered. That's all good, mate. Everyone has their flavours.
Butters has commentated the world final. I remember one time I watched an old match, Mick Hill playing someone, and I just hear, I'm like, this guy sounds awfully familiar.
Yeah, he has. give us some predictions, guys, on these matches. So we've got, let's start, I'll just rattle them all off, eh? Jake and Ricky. Joseph and Patrick's an interesting one because I don't think either of those would, not to be unfair to them, I don't think either of those would have been considered a top 8 favourite, but one of those guys are going to make the 8. So that's a great draw.
Joey has been on stream, by the way, Brennan. He played George Zamoya. At the same time, Michael Skerry was playing Lee McFlurry. Oh,
So already everyone's got on the Jake train, 11-7. I'll tell you what, Ricky played very well yesterday. I think the only reason Ricky didn't end up on the winner's side is he ran into an unstoppable Mark Robertson.
Yeah, true.
And then he dispatched of whoever he played.
Jack Green, 11-3.
In basically 30 minutes. He was 7-0 up when 2 frames had been played on the other table.
Yeah, he started 7-0 and apparently he just ran every rack. I think Jack dry broke a few times and that was just it. That's all he did.
So, all right, let's get some predictions for the matches on stream. So, Gus and Simon and Justin and
and
Tem.
I reckon it's the red.
Good luck calling that.
Just do it again.
Honestly, guys, if I'm playing right now, I don't want to be on these tables on the stream. The tables upstairs are unbelievably better. Probably one of the best tables I've ever played on in my life upstairs. Tem 11-6, that's a huge call. Gussie 11-6. All right, we're underway. On one table at least. I think they're going to get someone to check the lag, are they? Maybe just re-lag it. They're going to re-lag it, are they? No, they've made a decision. Looks like Gussie's going to break.
Justin glanced at it briefly and said, probably yellow, but check it. And then they just went with it. So Simon doesn't seem too concerned about it.
I will be surprised if this Justin and Tem match is not close. The only way it cannot be close is if Justin gets off to a good start and Tem loses his mind, but he's too good a player to not win frames. So I think you'll see this match goes a little closer than, say, like 11-5, 11-6 or something like that. But you never know. It's a funny game pool.
Is he playing the bottom of these two or the top? No, he's playing the top. Oh, okay.
Oh, Gussie's found the in off the jaw. It's probably a little bit unfortunate. And Simon will come to the table. Sizing up reds, and I do believe that is the choice. Nothing really hampered, it just requires good mapping, and obviously
So
the yellows
one
have,
on the left-hand side is the biggest concern, isn't it? Where that's.
I honestly,
oh no, it goes to the top
I honestly
left,
don't see a concern at all. It's just
Yeah.
about mapping. The only reason yellows are no good is because of this yellow that's on the bulk line that's hampered by the red, but obviously it's about to be removed. So if Gus does get to the table, he will have a good pattern to play as well. But and you'll notice there, Simon's made sure he's got low on this, so he's got angle to get up the table. And I think anywhere on the actual, like if you look at the black spot, when you rack the triangles, anywhere there would be ideal. He'd have a choice of 3 to 4 balls, pretty much all the balls on the table. But he's actually taken a different route.
They're commenting on your sexy voice. Apparently being sick makes you...
Oh mate, I'm not flying, I won't lie. But my unwavering commitment to CueballTV and you fans out there has got me out of bed.
We really like how Tem went about these.
As I said, Tem's going to be very dangerous.
I thought they were a bit tricky and he just made them so simple, didn't he?
He runs a lot of racks too, Tem, so I think there's a very good chance the Justin Tem match will finish before Gus and Simon because of...
Gus is quite slow, actually.
He can be when he's not in full flow. But when he's in full flow, he's not too bad.
Yeah, you're right.
But that's most players, to be fair. Except for Tem. And Rusty. You could even argue that Jake's extremely slow, but he has basically the same tempo every single shot. Every single shot, because he always takes a stroll around the table. So he just maintains the same tempo throughout the match no matter what happens, but it is genuinely slower than some other players because of that tempo that he has employed.
That's a fair... I've always thought Jake's not the fastest ever, but his matches go quick because he just runs so many racks.
Yeah, exactly right. And this is a good start for Simon off Gus's unfortunate in-off. And Gus will have his hands full with Simon. He didn't travel all the way over to New Zealand to get runner-up, so he will believe he can win this tournament. Don't forget, he won 2 Pocket Pro Series as well, and really stuck it up me because I'd said that a New Zealander would not win one, and then he just said, no, I'll win 2 instead.
Oh, he won 2, did he?
He did win 2. He's a very good player, Simon. I think he's very underrated by a lot of people in Australia because they don't really know who he is, and they don't see him enough because he's obviously in New Zealand.
I remember him being very good at the Pro Series. I don't remember him winning 2 though.
And I do believe he hasn't missed out on a quarter-final in Big Guns. I could be wrong, but
okay.
I seem to remember him being in the quarters pretty much every time he's come over. He was certainly someone I was interested in the Calcutta, but things got a little bit out of control.
He only went for 4 in the end, which you'd think is quite a good price.
Oh, no, I knew that was going to go berserk. The person bidding on him was not going to give up.
Yeah, they weren't going to, yeah. So you just like, you can have him for 4.
And I said Justin and Thames match might finish first, but look at this. Look at that awful.
Yeah, that's going to slow things down.
Well, having said that, all the reds are on. All the reds are actually on. It's not as bad as it looks.
You reckon this one is nearest passes to the bottom?
Oh, if it doesn't, it goes off the red.
Yeah, that's true.
So you can actually, in fact, it's probably better to do that rail first, and then he gets a better angle on the ball in the middle.
Yeah, that's good
Just
shout.
like that. He's used the yellow, which is even more intelligent. Oh, he's fouled.
Oh, what happened?
I don't know. I didn't see it, but he's called a foul on himself, and of course, he would if he felt he did.
Good integrity. Tim's like, oh yeah, I love the Reds then. Thanks very much.
Yeah, as I called yesterday, you'll never ever see one of these guys not call a foul on themselves.
Yeah, you're right.
At the end of the day, it's just not worth not doing it for
Tim
to
likes the
maintain your
yellows,
integrity.
and now that I've looked for another second, yeah, the yellows are great, aren't they?
I like the reds myself still. I'm actually wondering whether he's realised that it's an open table. I mean, they're not bad, don't get me wrong.
Oh, Simon just had a miss there, having to force the issue there.
And Gus's first visit to the table for this match.
So Tim just plays the plant here, and
It's a little off straight, is it?
yeah, a little bit. You just got to control the pace so that the yellow doesn't get away from him too much.
But he has to sort of stun it, otherwise the white will go in line in the path of the ball down the rail. So this could move a little bit if he can't pinch it enough. He's going to float past it, is he? Oh, it was dead straight,
on the
never mind.
side, yeah.
It looked like it had angle, but no problems there.
So do you still think the yellows were, or the reds were?
Oh, look, honestly, I think there was a case for both.
Yeah, I think that's fair as well. It was interesting that how quickly you went the yellows there. So, Dan's trying to determine what happened.
I think maybe he's hit the red with his cue.
Oh yeah, it looked like he missed. Yeah, and he did. Oh dear. That's a little bit loosey there by Tim. That's a bit of a let off, isn't it? Anyway, let's focus on Gussie, I reckon.
Yeah, he's kicked the bad ball off, but he hasn't really landed on anything super simple. He's got yellow off another yellow.
Justin's hit the white twice.
Oh, yep, I see. Jeez, he's obviously felt that because I did not see that to the naked eye. So Gus is looking at the yellow off the other yellow, but there is some concern that the white's going to be travelling and he may not be able to control the yellow to the cushion. So is this a spot of bother here? So you're looking at the double here? Certainly taking his time on it. I don't think he has an easy shot available, so. And meanwhile,
What do you think of that shot?
that clearance on yellows didn't happen, so reds were the balls. Oh, this is a pretty clever shot from Gus. he didn't really have anything on offer, and he's just decided to play a little turner, but focus 100% on the white ball.
What do you think of that shot Justin's played?
Yeah, I
Played a
don't mind it.
safety and left him here.
Just wonder if is Tim looking at playing this off the red, like really wide off the rail.
No, is he playing off the yellow?
No, I think he's looking at. I
Deflection
think he was
shot?
looking at the red at the top end of the table, because they're coming off the rail about, I don't know, just short of halfway down, and coming off the red at pace, and then you can stun across for the final yellow. He's got to jack up. Big shot this. That's exactly what he's done, but he's hit it too thick. And well, I'll tell you what, that red that's near the black is just very tricky. Although you get behind it, you can run it up onto the other one, so it's not too bad.
Oh, I see. Yeah, up to the top right.
And I think he'll attack it immediately, so he'll just pop this in the middle.
Yep, get straight down there.
Well, I don't think he's got the line to get straight down there, so he may have to use the ball over the middle first, but he would love to leave that there as the link, in case the red that he plays on the other red pops out to the left side.
Oh, he's just going to
Oh,
pot
he's
it.
just going to pot it.
Well,
There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
He's controlled that well.
I mean, when you're landing absolutely perfect, it makes it a bit easier, doesn't it?
And I have to keep in mind as well that they don't go down the rail too bad on these tables. The outer tables, this shot is not a shot I'd enjoy playing. So Gussie's still alive in this frame. Going to play another safety. And he's not going to be happy with that, although I think he's okay.
Justin's played that very nice. Got through a bit.
Yeah, so
Got options.
he'll drop this in the middle now. And even though he's not going to try and get too fancy to get back on this red, I think he'll be happy to just get over the left side of the table, and he'll just have a little drag shot to drop that in, and then a link in the black. So as long as he gets sort of half ball on it, 3/4 ball, half ball, doesn't want anything too thin where the white will travel. He's going to plate the ball over the hole first.
Oh, Gus let Simon on, but
Cued that well.
oh, has he landed good or? I don't think that's on. What do you reckon, Jamie? Yeah, it looks like he's playing it off the yellow.
Oh, this has travelled. This has travelled. That's way too far. I think he got a huge bounce off that rail.
How do you resolve this? He's got to just hit the black and judge a cannon.
Sorry, just got distracted. I think this is potable, but controlling the white, far from easy. I think Justin's probably been a little bit hard done by there. I think he got a huge bounce off that top rail. It really seemed to accelerate, but I think this is definitely potable. He just needs a result. And I'll tell you what,
That
as he
looks
found
good,
the
doesn't
gap,
it?
oh, what a shot. That is like watching the snooker pros just go in and out of bulk and landing perfect on the black.
Oh, great shot by Gussie.
That's an excellent shot from Justin there. Tim has a bit of a chuckle. He's probably not real happy about that line he found.
Well, Tim wouldn't be happy about the miss he just... The miss he did.
Yeah, true.
He landed very nice on that ball, on that yellow. So Gussie is, I reckon he plays this ball to the left middle and then the ball down the rail.
Yeah, I think he has to. I think the yellow on its own does pass too.
No, he's decided to get a bit closer to his work.
Yeah, I like that shot.
Yeah,
I think
played
that
it
ball
well.
goes in the right middle as well, the one that's on its own. So he can just play for the long pot to the top right corner here.
Yep. Nice break by Tim.
Just for those at home as well that are interested in other scores, we've just been told that maybe some of the players aren't updating pull stats, so we'll just we'll get that sorted for you. We're going to try and get someone to run around there and get people logged in. especially Steve Trout and Ricky Watson, since that's the match I care about the most out of all of these.
And also, Tony, being a tournament director, should probably be using full stat.
And he should probably be just thinking,
Oh.
you know what, I'm a tournament director, I shouldn't be winning anymore.
Yeah, Paddy Hood and Tony need to chill out.
Just pull up a bit, yeah.
Is Gus normally this slow? Yes.
He is when he's settling, yes. You got to remember though, he's had a lot of work to do this frame. It hasn't been simple. With quite a bit of congestion. He has been trying to work on speeding up to get rhythm, but
10's another miss by 10.
I'm just wondering if this yellow is as simple as it looks to the middle, and not only that, the white, he can't get the angle on the white to just hold for the black, so it will be travelling away a little bit. So
Oh, there's Ricky.
it's not as simple as it looks, this shot.
Justin's
Good shot
played
there
the
from
promotion. Oh, it's still a little bit of awkwardness about that. Get over it.
Yes.
Yeah, Kev.
Yeah, he's decided to hold, and I think he's just going to take his medicine on this black unless he tries to swing it around the angles, but there's a lot of traffic he would have to negotiate, so
Oh, just screw off the rail, yeah.
he could screw off the rail, yep. But this, it doesn't look like super straightforward, this pot. Once again, Gussie's just trying to work out this puzzle. He can't afford to go down early in a match. So he's going to take his medicine. Yeah, I thought so.
Geez, that's a hell of a lot of medicine to be taking.
But that's, I think that's the only option he really had. Maybe he could have jacked up and spun off the back rail, but it would have made the shot far more difficult. But this is some shot he's got to play now. A good piece of cueing required.
Well, isn't he the best single ball putter in Victoria?
Well, I did give him that name a long time ago. I don't know if he is anymore, but we're going to find out, aren't we? Because if he is, he's going to can this. Oh, look at this. What a shot. He's still the best single ball putter in Victoria.
What a hero.
That is a very, very good black. And that will give him a load of confidence. That was very, very tricky clearance that Gus had to make there.
Oh, chill out on the shot clocks, guys. He's not that slow. So Justin's got a pretty small area to land in, doesn't he?
Oh, well, I think if he just lands on a cut, he's going to push the black over to the other side of the table.
Oh, don't hit the red.
He didn't find the line.
He's found the exact line of the red. It's the worst line.
He's in trouble now. Gus has found the ball. And, well, he's probably going to take reds. There's a bit of work to do on him. I think he does. I don't think he can even pot a yellow if he did want them. So Justin's going to go cross table here. This is a pretty fine margin. And he's fouled.
And, oh, is the black on? Let's just have a quick look. Oh.
Yep,
Yes.
it is. So Tim, a good chance to get these. He'll use that red that's just near the balk line
That's his
last.
last ball, yeah. I guess his biggest issue is this ball sort of near the nameplate. But he's used the ball on the right to get on it, I reckon.
I really like the ball over the pocket on the right side to be the last ball to get on that. Like, leave yourself a cut and just let the white ball naturally travel up the table. That's so I'm obviously mapping this backwards to that red.
Yep.
And I like that ball as the, because you don't have to stun it. You don't have to use an execution. You're just letting the natural line take the ball up there for you. It's just about pace.
That.
And already, I think that's exactly what he's going to do. I am surprised he didn't pot that ball up there first, but I think in his mind he's probably using it as a bit of a backup plan. Things don't go to plan, as a safety shot. So I think the line that I've suggested is about to happen. Oh, he's gone that way. So now, instead of the shot that I've said where he can just play the natural line, now he has to play a bit of an execution shot where he's got to manipulate the cue ball. But he's got an angle, so he's okay. But we'll use a little bit of left-hand side on this.
That looks very good.
He couldn't have played that better.
Yeah.
Very, very good shot. Good touch.
You just want to show off his pace control, didn't you?
Good touch.
Just intimidate Justin.
Something like that. And Gus is going about these very nicely as well. This is a tricky little shot coming up. He would have liked to have been a touch lower on this. Just
make it a bit easier, and he could hold the white more naturally. I imagine the red passes the yellow to the top right.
I think I'd be flicking this in with a touch of left-hand side and actually playing for the middle.
Okay, so you're gonna.
That's how I would play the shot. But everyone's different when they play rail balls. So I like to play them with check, but which you're probably going to call running.
Left-hand side's definitely running.
It's check.
How is it check even by your definition? Because it accelerates it off the rail.
It actually doesn't.
This is insanity.
I can't believe he's hit it so hard. I don't understand why he's hit it so hard.
Well, so Simon's issue. I think Simon will be playing a turnover, do you?
I think he's going to look for a way to do it. It's red that's near the middle and screw back.
The yellow to the right of
Yep.
the two to the middle.
Yep.
Yeah, I like that too.
He's going to play snooker as he first because he's not really got much on.
Have to. Running both ways, you look at it. I agree, Hayden. Just spot on. Very insightful comment there.
If you take those balls, if you take that ball off the rail, play the same shot, it will slow the white down.
Yes, but the hitting the red is going to make it hit the rail full on, which is the side will accelerate the ball.
It's the same shot. Anyway, I'm not going to get into this again. So he's played a pretty good shot there where he wants to cover the black as well. Doesn't really have a lot on. Gus is going to have to go across table and try and pop this ball over the hole. And then once again, he's going to have a take your medicine shot. He's looking at the line between this black and yellow. Maybe he can get a cut. Can he get to the edge of this to play the plant?
That would be insane, wouldn't it? Is the implication, James, that Gus and Simon aren't great players? I don't understand.
Jimmy, I would have put that one on, but there's obviously some reasons for it. I don't know what they are. Don't shoot the messenger, buddy. Sorry. So I think Gus I think he has to go across table here. Play the red, unless he really thinks he can get to the potting angle of this to the plant, but I mean, he could also try and...
His other shot is just hitting the left-hand side rail and having to pop the ball over the hole.
Yeah, I think that's the shot. If he can't get through to this line, because otherwise a turnover is going to come and he's going to be in all sorts of trouble.
Yeah.
Well, he's just decided to put... I don't mind this because the turnover now... Oh, he's hit it a little hard though.
Oh, it's
actually a disaster.
Awful, is it?
I think it will plant.
You think it'll play?
I think it will. But Simon's going to have a lot of choices shortly if he can make one good pot.
Isn't the line...
I don't trust the overhead. I never have.
I see.
I could be wrong. I mean, it does look slightly high of it, so... But if he can this yellow, he will definitely be playing a turnover. Oh, he's playing safety.
I see, James. Sorry, I misread your comment.
Well, he's actually he's left a chance for this, so either Simon's played that loose or he doesn't think this goes. Meanwhile, Justin's just going about his work.
Yeah.
And just when I said that maybe this match won't finish first, they're already about to double the frame score, so we might give it a bit of attention, I think. Right. We're going to find out whether this is on or not. Oh, he's actually hit in such a way where we're never going to know. I don't think he'll be...
What do you think about that?
I don't think he'll be super upset about it.
Yeah.
I think he would like to have gone in.
Oh, obviously.
Had he have hit it slightly harder, it probably would have dropped.
Not if it's exactly wedged under the...
I think any contact on either, like on that left red, it will pop the other one. It's so deep now. As long as it's like a half ball or higher, or thinner, sorry, it'll just pop that red. Someone's got to be careful here. There's a lot of escape routes. He's got to try and cut them all off.
Yeah.
And I'm just wondering whether there is a gap between the yellow and the right side cushion, because if there is, this is far more difficult.
I would think not, but he's played a really nice pot there.
Well, I'm going to say that there isn't a gap because he's kind of played that line. I'm not even sure if he wanted to pot it.
Yeah, I suppose he's shot the nothing. He got the nothing part right.
And he cut the cross table off. I think the natural line, the black's pretty close to that line. So I think, yeah, I'm going to say I don't think he meant to pot that. What's he doing here?
Is he just stunning and leaving the white there?
It seems like he's hitting high on the white. He's on the cart. Oh,
wow.
He's just rocketed that in off. I think he's actually tried to... Do you think he's tried to play two rails into the yellows? Why would you hit it so hard otherwise? But that line was never there.
Yeah, we can do periodic updates. Currently, Ricky's leading Jake 2-1. Patrick Woods 3-1 up on Joseph Evans. Kurt Dunham and Lee McFlurry are 1-all. Mark Robertson 4-0 up on VJ.
Wow.
Rusty Wheeler and Michael Scarry are 1-all.
And we can't...
Tran and Ricky, we don't know.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that. And that's the match I want to know about, so that's annoying me.
And they're upstairs, so we can't just have a squeeze at their score.
Just in a reasonable amount of control right now. Gus is about to finish off frame 3. In it goes.
So he got away with his miss early in the frame. It's a tricky spot for Simon to deal with, wasn't it?
Yeah, he didn't really have a... Every time Gus sort of missed, there wasn't really an easy shot on for him. That's a...
Yeah, so...
miss from 10.
We're open on the right here, aren't we? Yeah, we have to be, don't we? Oh no, unless it was open tail off the break.
Yeah, no, Justin's definitely on yellows, and a lot of work still to do. I mean, he could smash this in and clear the red and go into the yellows, but he's still got this red and yellow on the right side as well. Dry break from Simon. Gus will come to the table.
No, Crazy Dave. Everyone loses their life once they got to the final 16.
So Justin's decided not to play the blast shot and just try and smother a bit. Tem says, okay, well, if you're going to do that, I'm going to get my bad ball out while I've got control. Although I don't know if I like this shot because the turnover's coming.
And yeah, the black's still a huge issue for Tam.
Correct, yep. So I don't know if I like that shot.
He doesn't have too many balls near it to... Unless the red passes to the bottom right, that's...
This was always the shot. I'll tell you what though, the black is on now.
Hello, yeah.
It definitely will go off the yellow.
So Tim just has to play a really nice body to the middle and then he's on.
Here's a chance. But I don't know if he's going to be on another ball after it that's simple, because it looks like he's
Do you
getting
think
a
he's
little,
going
little
long?
close to the red. Could be wrong. Yeah, he's a little close. Geez, he's played that well.
Beautiful
It's a very
shot.
nice shot.
Beautiful shot.
Don't forget, he's had to pick the line between the yellow and the red too to hit the rail, and then bounce back out. It was a much better shot than it looked. Simon,
Just missed
a
there.
few chinks in the armour early in the match. I think Tim's good here.
He's using a rest though, which is always a concern.
Is he not a good rest player?
Well, there's this one clip where he was using the spider, to be fair.
Oh,
where
yeah, the
he's
black
missed
ball.
it by so much and then pushed it in with.
I remember that, yeah.
He said since that moment he put in some time with it and now he's back to his former form with it.
Well, he's linking these up nicely, isn't he? He's
He
just going to
has,
use the
yeah.
ball last in the middle.
Got that a bit thick. No issue though.
Gus decides he just wants to smash that in at 600 miles an hour for no apparent reason, but maybe it was straighter than I thought.
Gus has been started going back to the gym again, so he wants to show off his
Oh, has he?
cue
I heard he was going to, but I didn't know whether he actually did it or not.
Okay, he hasn't yet, but he plans on it.
That's what I thought. he quit pretty quick.
No, he lasted like 3 months.
Yeah, it's pretty quick in my book. Oh, that went clean. Well, there you go.
There you go, shot 10.
Gus takes a little bit of a risk there by careering into balls, and he hasn't really landed on anything, and that's the danger about going into balls when you don't need to. I mean, you probably feel a little bit hard done by to not be on something.
So
But
is he, on this shot he has the plant.
yeah, it looks that way.
That's awful, isn't it? Well, the good part of the plant is the yellow is going straight to a nice potable position, but it's, oh man, it's an awful shot not to play.
I actually think if he plays that plant, the yellow will go on the top rail behind the red, so he'd have to hit it hard to bounce it back out. Justin's just put a couple of yellows there. He's playing that plant. Oh, geez, he's controlled that well, but he's missed the pot. It was a tough shot.
The yellow wasn't going as good as I thought it was, actually. I misread the
Yeah,
angle there.
I definitely thought it was going high.
Yeah, I thought it was going between the black and the red.
You can't really be too harsh on him for missing that shot. It was the shot before. It was actually the very first shot where he punched it right up the rail and gave himself a poor angle that created the cannon that created that.
Yeah, certainly. Oh, here's some Blanc Sharks walking into the room. Ben Noonan, Ben Judge. Scope King, we were the commentators last night, so I'm not sure what you mean.
Probably doesn't recognise my drag queen voice.
How'd the other two Kiwis guys go, Brent and Matt? Well, Matt was defeated by Jamie Stevens, who's sitting right next to me. Brent, I'm not sure.
He got beat by Lee McSherry.
Ah, okay.
McFlurry, we're calling him, though.
yeah.
I hope
Right.
he's not offended by that. It's just a bit of a
Actually,
fun name.
good point. We probably should have asked. Could have this morning.
He's Irish. He knows banter.
Oh, good. Some people haven't figured
Irish.
it out yet.
I'm actually not sure if he's Irish or different, but they all sound, with an accent.
When we said that, Mark Owens looked
He
over
turned
to see
around.
if we were.
Maybe he's not Irish. Maybe Mark's offended.
Cheers, he says. Cheers.
Mark Owens has decided the Blancs comp is not on his priority list today, but drinking beer is. Good on him. And Justin's not landed ideal. And while Simon should get these, go to all. Gee, that's a loose shot.
Yeah, that's not ideal.
He should
isn't
still
it?
be okay, but
Jamie, you lost to Brenton Collier, I believe.
yeah, I lost to Brenton yesterday.
And Brenton, I thought he was here today, but
Oh, he's probably floating around.
no, as in I thought he was playing today. But
No, he
must
lost
have
to Paddy Hood last night to get into the 16.
Ah,
So Simon's recovered the situation well. And a nice angle to screw back. And he doesn't want to get too cute and get too close, as long as he's got the right line where he can actually just select corner or middle, depending on his choosing. But definitely wants to get a little straighter than the line now, and that's pretty good. So, depending on whether he wants to stun this and hold for the left centre, or just play the natural line and play the black in the same pocket, we'll find out soon. Very much a preference shot for players. Looks like he's stunning it, so he's going to... Oh no, I can't tell. No, he's playing the same line. Oh no, he's played the middle. I don't think he could have played that better.
played that nice.
I thought he could have played it better, but he's fine.
Well. Oh, actually, no, yeah. So it's a bit.
He's okay.
It's a bit of a cutback, but yeah, he should be fine.
And 2-all. You just get this feeling that there's not going to be, other than obviously Robbo right now, who's running amok. And I thought VJ played very well last night too, so either Robbo's just running racks or VJ's just letting a couple of frames slip, I'm not really sure. But the other matches are all relatively close in the early stages. Although we're not really getting an update on these, are we?
Can we refresh the browser, please, Dan?
There we go, Jake and Ricky 2-all. Joseph Evans trails Patrick Hood 4-2. Kurt Dunham 1-all with Lee McFlurry. Robbo 5-0 up. Rusty 3-2 up on Michael Skerry. And I have no idea on the Steve Tran, Ricky Watson. I really want to find out. I can't believe a tournament organiser can't log into Poolstat. What's wrong with this guy? He must have had some bad dim sims last night.
Look, here's the thing. With how annoyed he gets at other people not logging into Poolstat, yeah, that was huge, wasn't it? Yeah, how annoyed he gets with other people not logging into Poolstat, it seems a little bit hypocritical.
Weird, isn't it? Anyway, I'm sure we'll find out results as the day goes on. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Grant. We can't tell. They haven't logged into Poolstats.
So can he hold on?
I might jump off the mic.
Yeah, he has. That's a nice shot.
I might jump off the mic for a minute and go and talk some sense into Tranny. I don't know if Ricky even owns a phone, to be honest. So
he's an interesting character.
He's one of those dudes that doesn't really do technology.
He seems like just one of the nicest guys you'll meet, I reckon.
Oh, he's a nice
guy. Come up and have a chat with you. You know?
Very good curist. So Thames, he didn't have any angle, so he's had to just drop that ball in. Just got to be careful there's no in off.
How's your billiards? Is this
I think it's short of the middle.
Yeah. Yeah, you're spot on. Nicely done, Tim. 4-2. Yeah.
4-2. So Ricky's 3-2 up for those at home who are interested in that score. Did you get him to log in the Poolstat?
Ricky doesn't know how to do it.
What is?
I don't think Franny knows how to do it.
I might just go over there and get one of their phones and do it for him. What do you think? But Tranny runs a tournament, doesn't know how to log in the Poolstat. This guy's a genius. And I think Tranny does website development, so he has tech skills, but he doesn't know how to go to a website, put 6 numbers in.
So Gussie, so he's mapped it so that this red on the right hand side will be his last ball. I'm curious, is he going to have to pop this ball that's sort of higher of these two and then swing around 2 rails to get back over to this side? Or is he going to be able to force it out?
I think he actually... Oh, hang on, I didn't see the ball on the rail. I'm tempted to screw down to the ball on the rail now off this ball.
Yeah, okay. I just thought it was a nice natural last ball, but yeah, you make a really good point.
Getting onto it's pretty tricky.
You're right.
No, he's like, that's a super
really
shot.
Good shot.
He's just forced the hell out of that.
How does he reach those shots?
Gus. Yeah, he's 5 foot nothing, isn't he? He's
I'm amazed with how little he uses the rest. It just shows how good his cue ball is, isn't it?
finds a way.
play that well.
Yeah, it's a really good shot. He looks to be queuing very nice, Gus. He has put the time in and was actually sick this week coming into this event. So he's done well to stay on point. My voice is getting a bit better too, you beauty. All the cough medicine and lozenges and all that stuff I've been consuming is working.
We're just having a little bit of
Yeah,
fun.
we just decided to call him McFlurry because
I don't think we
it's a
need
cool
to.
name.
I don't think we need to be strictly professional about everything.
I am going to jump off the mic and I'm going to go sort out this Steve Tran, Ricky Watson pull stat thing. I'll be back.
No worries. Yeah, Gus does look good, doesn't he, Jason? Alright, so to look at Justin Sage. Justin shaping up on the yellows, it looks like. So this yellow must pass under the red to the middle, and I think he's going to flick the red down a tad, I would imagine, just to clear the middle for the... Oh no, never mind. I wonder what his plan is for these two yellows below. Maybe he'll play the lowest of these two yellows on the right hand side off the red to the middle to clear the path for the other yellow into that same middle. So it's also possible that they both go. It might go, the yellow to the right middle. The highest one, I mean.
I'll go get it.
Is that all right? All right, just to let you.
Yeah, McGregor, they always do. People who just... They must be just ridiculously miserable people to hang around with. I don't understand how they can behave like this, but whatever. That was very nice out by Justin. I really like how he mapped them. Took them very well. So he's certainly hanging in here. And now it's his break. He can equalise right here.
It's going red again. Yep. Hello?
Yep.
Okay, cool, we're back. Tranny hasn't got his phone, but he's going to go get it off this frame. So currently 3-all with those two, just to let you guys know. Hopefully we'll get full stat online for those interested in the Steve Tran versus Ricky Watson match. Meanwhile, Gus, 3-2 up, and ball in hand. I'm going to assume he's on the yellows, otherwise he probably would have already played a shot by now. He's just looking for a way to play the turnover without leaving a shot. I like cutting the ball down the rail and using the two yellows that are to the right of it as the blocker for the bottom, and the two yellows that are up the other table. But he's going to do it a different way. This is a similar shot.
And leave him tight to the one right next to it? Is that what
Yeah, I prefer to use the ball on the rail because it's a trickier pot later on in the frame. But I guess he could also play the skill shot too. I think, in fact, that's exactly what I think he's going to do. He's going to play the skill shot. Yeah, good shot.
Oh, just get him. What do you reckon? He's got an angle to get onto the side rail, doesn't he?
Yeah, I think he overstunned that slightly more than he wanted to.
Mm.
What? Yeah, cool. So you know how to do it? Yeah. Okay. I think he's just come a little far there. And evaluation time, generally when you see the cross-armed cue holding in one hand and hand on face look, it's a, whoops, I need to reevaluate this. Hasn't gone to plan.
Just play that nice, Gussie. So I wonder what his route is here. If he's gonna deal with the ball near the black as is. So play the lower one of these balls, get to the ball near the black, play that, use the ball to the middle to get neat on the rail, and then just play along the black. Or what do you think about that?
Yeah, I don't think there's a really simple route, to be honest. I think that this one good shot coming up
a
now.
lot on this shot.
Yeah, 100%.
He needs to get pretty close to this corner pocket.
I think
He's just played that. I think a little bit too much on that.
oh, it's not bad though, is it?
So now you're playing the ball on the left-hand side now.
Well, I'm just wondering whether you actually leave the ball on the rail till last year, which is generally not the way to do things. But the reason I say that is you're still going to have a good shot at the black. So you pot this, screw back for the other red. Oh, he's going to go the other way. See, for me, I think this is much harder. You've got to play a difficult shot followed by another quite very difficult shot. And also what happens here is if he misses, he's probably going to leave Simon a decent shot. Whereas if he had played it the other way, if he happened to miss the ball down the rail, I don't think he would have left as easier shot. So let's see what happens. Play this with some confidence. And indeed he has. It's a
That's a really
sensational
great
shot. That's someone that's cueing the ball very well.
Gus has always played those balls very well. He's just got that smidge of angle, and he just come out for the black, doesn't he?
Yeah,
He's perfect.
he can either drop it in absolutely dead weight because the black definitely goes to the top left, or he's just going to try and force across. He would have loved that to have be a bit more angle.
Slightly bigger angle, yeah.
No, he could hold, yep.
Oh, he was dead straight in line.
The chat's just going off its head. I can't read it, my eyes are that bad, but I don't know what's going on, but it's just blowing up. So
Look,
I'm not reading it, sorry guys.
I think well, we've just been asked if we should put up a poll over whether or not the commentators should be calling McFlurry or not. Or if we should say so.
Come on, guys.
Some people are anti-fun, it seems. Yeah, that was an exceptional out by Gussie. He did a really good job there.
So Tem on the yellows, and obviously going to look. Well, I'm assuming he's going to look for the turnover and leave a snooker on the black, but he may try and just get these. I mean, he can get behind them, so just depending on how he's feeling.
Slightly underdone that.
Yeah, he won't be happy with that. I think the plan was to try and get the line between those two or the three yellows. Then he had them onto the middle. You know, he could play them on the bottom left corner.
I think ideally you'd want to be on the one on the very bottom, wouldn't you?
I just think he's just overrun this a little bit. But
Hello, Joey.
Don't be surprised if he tries to play the skill shot now, though.
Yeah, that's
and just use the yellow as a bit of a shot to nothing that's in the middle of the table. So snooker with that. Yeah, that's exactly what he's done. It's a fantastic shot.
Great shot.
And that's really good attacking pool there from Tem. A lot of people would have just played the turnover there and left Justin snooker on the black or something similar. But Thames decided to take matters into his own hands. Has overhit that slightly though. I think his intended ball was the middle. So he's probably going to have to play this with some top and get through the white, bring it off the side, left side rail and back out again. Doesn't need to be straight on that. He can stun off side rail and go back up, but he just needs a decent angle at least.
I think some of you guys in the chat need to realise we don't get paid for this. We volunteer our time to commentate. If you make us be strictly, like, if you expect us to be professional, then maybe donate a bunch of money for us, eh? And we might have a different approach. What do you
Seriously,
reckon?
if it's that big a deal, if it's that big a deal, just having a bit of fun with that guy's name, we'll call him McSherry. No problem. I don't have an issue with it. I didn't realise it was going to create such a Iranian war tense situation. So
you expect people who aren't getting paid to act like professionals. It's like, well, this makes sense, doesn't it? No, yeah, everyone should just be perfect at everything.
Ooh, this is a tricky black. This queuing off the rail. He definitely would have liked to have been off the cushion here. Needs good queuing this. He might get a bit excited if he pots this. Nah, he's kept his composure. I thought we might see a little fist pump or a little come on, but it's a bit early in the match for that. So, update on matches. Jake leading Ricky Emery 3-2. Joseph Evans trails Patrick Hood 5-3. Steve Tran trails Ricky Watson 4-3. Kurt Dunham and Lee McSherry 1-all. Was that? Have they just forgot to press buttons, or is there a super tactical frame happening there? Anyway, Robbo was just on a demolition mission. 7-0 on VJ.
There aren't too many frames that go for 45 minutes though.
Rusty Wheeler 5-2 up. Actually, I saw Lee walk out the door a moment ago, so I'm not sure what's happened there. But actually, no, I can see him from here. He's back upstairs playing, so anyway, the match is still underway. What's happened here is a delay. Oh no, Gus is just working out what he's doing. Good break from Tam. Didn't time it absolutely perfect, but well enough. And I think he's going to take the reds here. It's a little bit of negotiating to do though. It's not simple. Primal Eater, thank you very much for your $15 donation. Much appreciated, mate. And Tim has decided to take the reds here, and well, I suggested this isn't as simple as it looks, and we're going to find out in this one next shot how these balls develop, whether he tries to hold and just play them neat, or I think he's going to crash into the yellow.
If he gets the yellow to cannon the top red half ball, everything's going to be, or just hit it perfect.
You know what, I think that was actually intended.
Yeah, and he's hit that really, really well.
Judge that immaculately.
That's exactly where he looked. So he hit it a little thinner than I thought. I thought he'd go for a thicker contact, but
He just said get out of the way, yellow.
Yeah, just a little bit, yeah.
Really, he's hitting the ball well, Tim. He's going to be very dangerous to win this tournament.
His touch is so good on those little cannons and stuff. He does it so well.
I mean, this match is far from over. Even if this goes to 6-3, you're talking about one of the best players that's ever picked up a cue in the country in Justin Sage. So,
I mean, the guy who in 1 year won the under 23s, under 18s, and Australia title.
Yeah, I don't know if there's anything he hasn't won, to be honest. So you can't write him off just because the score's doubled. So one good positional shot here from Tem to take a 6-3 lead.
Has he won big guns? I know he ran her up to Mick Hill when it was Hill.
One of the best matches I've ever watched as well.
Yeah.
I think if Mick Hill didn't play in big guns, he would have won big guns. Put it that way.
Yeah, it's kind of ruins it a bit, doesn't it? When
Well, I mean, he's a very good player.
yeah, well, yes.
I think the decision to not let someone like Mick into this tournament, though, I think was a pretty good decision. But I think if you actually are a resident here, then no worries. If you've lived over here for 6 months or your home address is in Australia, I've got no problem there.
Now Mick will buy a house here.
Well, if he wants to, he can.
I'm sure he can afford it.
Now, I apologise if I say this name wrong. Tanyara Slotas.
Thanks so much for the
very
donation. Tem is looking very hard to beat, Chris.
And just remember, if you do put the donation in, I'm pretty sure you can put a little message in there, your donation as well. You can just put in who you're cheering for or whatever it might be. Gus has played a good shot there, but he has not opened up this red as intended. And I think a little safety shot will be following up here and just bringing the red into play, keeping Simon under the pump with no shot, and such control for Gus in the bottom right hand side of the table. He's looking at this point in time very strong to go 5-2, although we know how funny this game can be. Oh, is he? Nah, it's not a bad shot. I think Simon can actually thin clip this and try and get the white ball bottom left side of the table and not really leave much on. Although, does he think this plant's on?
Yeah, well, the plant looks super tricky. It's hard to generate enough power into the ball you're closest to, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't think that plant's there, to be honest. Unless he's got to play it across the line. If he's got to play it full in the face, I don't think it's there. So he's going to play the shot I've suggested. I think he's going to try and hit this bottom left area of the table. I don't think he can get right in the jaw, though, because he's going to leave this red on at the top right end of the table. Ooh,
that looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It looks pretty good.
He's found the perfect spot. Really good shot, Simon. Oh, can Gussie use the rail and pot this?
I don't think he
can. Or he can't get wide enough?
I didn't get enough of it,
Yeah.
In fact, he's got to be a little... I mean, for me, I'm probably playing off the side rail, the right side rail.
On the top, on the right?
Yeah, nudging that one and...
Just leave the white there?
I mean, it just keeps the pressure on. It doesn't leave a super easy pot on either. But what I want to do is I want to bring it off the cushion a bit. I want to centralise the red so it's potable from anywhere. Yeah, I don't like that because it doesn't centralise it. So Tim's played a turnover on Justin and smothered the red.
Yeah, that's a real good, yeah. That's exactly where you want your yellow to make that red completely inaccessible. Do you reckon this red passes to the top?
No.
No, it didn't. Okay.
He's just smothering it as well.
Well, this is interesting. So you would think this heavily favours 10, but how do you go about converting it into a very favourable position? I would think he needs a yellow in the top right somewhere, doesn't he?
Sometimes when there's a lot of congestion, you've got to start working out what's the most important ball on the table, and it's always the black.
Yep.
So sometimes you've got to start looking for control around that area. I mean, it's fairly central to the table, but it's obviously the priority pocket is the bottom right. But if I'm Tem, I'd probably just get that yellow out. But I don't know if I like this shot. I don't think he's meant to pot that. His body language says no. And this crazily enough, this may force him to attack this frame, even though it's obviously very difficult. It may force him. He may just think, you know what? No, he's just going to open things up.
That ball was sort of critical to have there, wasn't it? And
I personally would have just come off the top cushion, kicked the yellow out, and left the white there, and just left Justin no shot.
yeah, okay. So as is Justin, I think if Justin can get a ball up to the right hand side, I think he's actually suddenly ahead in this frame. So let's say you double the red off the side rail and just up towards that direction. The one in the middle of those.
What's he doing here? He's just killing the yellow.
Killing that.
He's overhit it a bit though. I think what he's doing here is he's trying to create as much awful balls for Tem that the out feels so unachievable, and then he can get his red out.
Yeah.
And then he's really got the pressure on Tem. But Tem's obviously aware of this, and he's going to bring them into play.
So both of these frames have gone tactical, haven't they? The key thing for Simon on the left hand side is if he needs to get a good turnover such that he doesn't just pot Gus's ball, he also gets the yellow in the way of the other one. And I'm not sure if he can get the forward momentum on the yellow to do that. Well, actually, if he puts his ball to the middle and go into it.
He's got a good line here. In fact, he's not even tried to pot the ball, he's tried to just turn over.
That's interesting. It's quite a good shot. He's not left Gus.
As I said a few shots ago, Gus is in full control of his frame, but things can turn very quickly.
So can Gus nick off this red and kick the yellow away?
Watch your shot coming up, watch your shot. What a shot. He really has all the shots, Tim.
Oh, Tim. That's very nice.
In fact, I think that was his plan. That is why he never touched those two balls.
Yeah, I seen it.
He's
very clever.
He's just masterclass there a little bit.
Very smart player is Tim.
Well, he's never been really known for his intelligence on as far as the tactical game's concerned, but he's definitely sharpened up on it.
Well, if you've ever spoken to him, you'd think he'd be known for his intelligence. He's a very smart guy.
But he's just changed his game
Yeah.
to force himself to have a B game, so he doesn't just lash at ridiculous clearances like he used to. And this is why he's getting lots of results now. And he's actually very good to listen to in commentary as well, because he knows. Oh, that's really unlucky. I don't think he can pot this.
That's sick if that's the case. Let's trust the overhead. Oh, let's look at the overhead that you don't trust. No, he's on it.
Yeah, good shot. So what looked like a potential disaster has turned out okay.
Yeah, McGregor, that shot was beautiful, wasn't it? So Gussie did something similar to what I said. He just nicked up the red and hit the yellow away. Now the black's accessible.
Yeah, I'll be honest with you. I have actually not been watching this match too much because I mean, how do you take your eyes off watching Tem right now? He's been sensational.
He has been, and
my eyes just keep getting drawn to him playing shots. So I'm sorry if you wanted more attention on the Gus Simon frame, but I have a suspicion that may finish later in this other match, even if Justin was to make a comeback.
That's a good shout too. Let's do another refresh up here.
Yeah, well, there's
nothing going on.
Well, Joseph Evans has come back to Paddy Hood 5-all. Ricky Watson leading Steve Tran 5-3. Kurt Dunham trailing Lee McSherry 4-1. Mark Robertson has moved to 8-0 up on VJ. Rusty is definitely on a mission as well. What's he, the supreme leader? He's turned into a Star Wars character. 7-3 on Mick Scary.
God Emperor I was going with. Simon's not got the double there. That was his good chance to, because I believe all his balls would go.
Yeah, 100%.
He'd play the other ball, get down here, play the ball under the red, and then
he looks to be just struggling slightly, Simon. I mean, you wouldn't have said that after his first frame when he just ran the rack, but to me right now, he just doesn't seem 100% settled.
Yeah, then the second frame he missed that ball. He had an opportunity.
Exactly, yeah.
That ball, yeah.
Gus has punished a lot of errors too so far.
Nice break by Tem.
Finds 1,000 balls and
So he does the red pass to the top. I think that's just going to be his...
it's hard to tell.
Oh, it is, isn't it? I think it doesn't.
You're talking about top left.
The very top red, yeah. If it goes top
Yeah.
left, that would be...
Well, if it does, we're going to know in a sec because he's going to play straight on it because he's got perfect angle to stun down.
Yeah, exactly.
But for me, I'm tempted to take the yellow.
Once again, look up for anyone more blocks today, please come up to front and put your name down.
So we might lose Jamie a few times today to go to the Blancs.
Probably just once after when I just get beaten first round. But I am a bit of a Blancs comp specialist, so you just never know.
Hopefully I can find someone else to jump on the mic with me. Can be difficult at times.
He is actually taking the yellows, I think, so. I think the yellows are actually a better choice.
Yeah, with that red not going.
Oh, he's
that's an
misjudged that
awful
ball.
start, yeah.
He actually wanted a thin contact on the
Yeah,
yellow.
and he got it full and stuck to it.
But now,
Oh, is he going to plant himself on the red?
yeah, he's just going to tuck in behind this red and leave nothing.
Yeah, that's pretty good. And Justin's known for his tactics, so...
Justin, I think Justin's probably feeling like every time he's come to the table for the last couple of frames, he's just been in all sorts of
Awful
trouble.
spot, yeah.
Yeah, like Tem's getting first opportunity a lot, and he comes to the table and he's just in trouble a lot. I do know that feeling personally. That happened to me with Brent yesterday. I was just always in trouble for a
Well,
period of the match.
That's what people are talking about when they say run to the balls. I mean, it can just be a situation where it's a lot harder for you than it is for your opponent. Oh, Gussie's got a bit of a bad rub there.
Yeah, it's not a good shot. And the disappointment on his face.
Oh. I mean, yeah, as we always say, 5-2 is a big difference to 4-3.
Absolutely.
Thames, he's not even threatened the pocket
I'm not
there.
sure what he's tried to do there. Even he, I think, is a bit confused with himself. Do you think he's tried to pot it outright or somehow? There's no way he's played to flick off the yellow, surely.
No, yeah, because it makes the yellow worse. So why would you ever play that?
Yeah. Plus, it's covering a red. Having said that, though, it's sort of in a weird spot. But even though you can get, just low of the red to the left of the black, it's not too bad. But
Decent effort by Gussie, but can't imagine it's going to do him much good.
yeah, now Simon in absolute control this frame now. May see Simon play a snooker behind the black. Bump the yellow into the line of the up and down. Play a snooker behind the black, maybe. There's no point trying to make a clearance here. That black's in a very precarious position.
Every match is raised to 11, Aaron.
I'm surprised he's played that shot purely because it doesn't advance his position at all.
No, it really sort of gives Gus time to come up with something magnificent.
Well, he can kind of foul a couple of times, can't
Yeah.
he? And it's not going to matter too much.
Uh-oh. Gus, no stranger to the controversy in this regard.
I think.
Do you remember Aubrey?
Yeah, I think Simon's actually chosen that route because he knew the white ball, the up and down, was not going to be accessible because of that yellow that's in the middle of the table. So I have to see a three-rail escape here from Gus from the left side cushion.
Very nice shot by Justin. Very well controlled the pace there.
Yeah, this is what he's playing. This is not easy to judge. He's played it pretty well. That's a very good effort. Get your head out of the way, mate. I think he's missed it. This is a good effort, though.
He said seldom in the way, given it's so close to the ground, but
Simon's just going to bide his time now and just manipulate all his balls into play.
well, they're all in play anyway.
He's just going to flick this over the
hit the
pocket.
black
another
or something,
snooker.
yeah.
No, he's just going to flick it over the pocket, play another snooker.
Okay.
I think he would've-
So what's he waiting for? Like, really?
I think he wanted to actually get that on the bottom side of the pocket.
Yeah, I see.
But the up and down now is definitely there. I mean, he could play two cushions or the direct route.
What if you play the swerve into the rail to kick the red this side, to knock the yellow into the black, to get the black over here?
It's actually not a bad shot, what you've come up with there, and I think it is because the white's not tucked to the cushion.
Yeah, you can do
I
it.
wouldn't be surprised if Gus can even hit this red.
that doesn't get the black out as well, but it does, yeah. Yeah, that's good. Oh, is it? I think he wanted a bit more separation there, didn't he?
Yeah, he would have liked it a little bit more, but at the same token, he doesn't want to leave the yellow on.
I think Tim really let that frame slip. I mean, his first shot was obviously not great, where he got the full ball cannon when he wanted a thin nick, and then he just
Well, he did
played
miss
a bit of a
that. He
nothing
missed
shot,
that long
didn't he?
ball. Like,
Yeah.
I don't look like he was just. I don't know what he was doing with it.
Well, he missed it in such a way that we didn't know if he was going for it or not. Wow.
It's only going to 7, is it? Okay. All right, guys. Just so you know, the pull stat config at the moment is actually just going to 7 frames.
Well, how can that be the case? Because Mark's on 8.
Actually,
Mark's on 8.
Robbo's on 8, so he's just working all right. So some of the matches are saying to close the match at 7 frames. So
Tem said he's happy to finish the match now.
he just said, well, as you would say as a player, you guys sort it out. It's not like he can do anything, so he's just going to keep trying to win frames of pool. That's his job. But as it stands, the correct score is 7-4, but if Tim was to win another frame, we'll update on the screen, of course, but if you're wanting to look at the results in the other matches, it's only going to 11. Play 11, not play 21. Yes, okay, that's why Robbo's is 8-0, it's less than 11.
That's
So
funny.
as soon as Joseph and Patrick go 2 more frames, it's not going to let them. Oh, it was Paddy's fault.
Paddy's messed it
He's
up.
actually admitted it. What a man, eh? What a man. Anyway,
Takes a real man to own up to his
Paddy's the tech
mistakes.
king. He's going to sort it out for us.
So Simon got a further smother on the red. So that's where the shot was a bit crazy, but
I'm wondering what his plan is for this frame.
Simon?
Look
or
at this
Gus?
effort. Oh, he's found the in-off. That's incredible effort, though.
It was a great effort.
Mind you, I think he's hit it a little bit hard.
Well, if he hit it softer, it would have gripped more, right? Which means you might have been hitting the side rail and then the
No,
red.
if he hits a softer, it grips less. Like, you can't... The harder you hit a ball with side, it's going to get more grip off
That's
the
a good
rail.
point,
Yeah.
too, yeah.
If you hit a ball really soft with side, it virtually does nothing. Like off a rail. At that distance, you know what I mean? 6 foot of table.
But it's I'm just meaning it's in contact with the rail longer, which means the side has more time to take effect.
You and your physics, mate.
Well,
But if you hit a ball really soft with side over 6
yeah, I'm not
foot
saying
distance,
really
it's gonna
soft.
run
I'm
out.
just saying softer. But anyway, I'm not
I'm
as
surprised,
good as you.
I'm
so
surprised
you
he took that
probably-
route, to be honest. I thought he'd just go off the 2 rails direct. But I think Gus needs to stay patient. Sure, I'm not. Oh, you know what he's doing here? He's playing the turnover, and he's going to run the wide up the top of the table. I think this
so
may
he
have been
set up
Simon's
with his
plan
last
all
shot.
along.
That was clever.
You know what? I didn't even think of that. That's how dumb I am.
Well, I didn't think of it either, so I guess we're equally dumb.
But this was a very intelligent play from Simon,
Clever girl.
and perfect weight as
Oh,
well,
it is.
almost.
Now Gussie's going to try and fluke this.
He's in a world of hurt.
We call this 5 pocket theory because one's covered.
He can't even use
maybe
the jaw.
5.5 pockets.
You can't even use the jaws to try and fluke, like
If he
push it
goes
across.
just before the jaw of the middle pocket and he hits it hard enough with a load of side, can he get into the black sort of full ball contact
can.
and get it in the middle?
He can.
That's probably the best way of fluking.
Oh,
I don't know, he's
is
going to go that way.
I think is he jacking up? Just square it up.
Robbo 9-0. That's ridiculous if that's the case.
He's obviously hitting the ball very well still.
9-1. What do you reckon's the atmosphere in that match is very loose? Probably because
Oh, he's
Robbo's
missed it. Winning.
but winning by so much that you sort of just write it off as I'm just going to enjoy myself now. That's a good approach, I suppose,
Trust me, if it
VJ,
was
but
9-0 down, there wouldn't be any talking.
no, no, there would not be. Right, Simon, how are you mapping these? There's the ball on the left-hand side, the last ball.
Has to be.
The most
Absolutely
simple
has to be.
method. I would be starting with these two, I would have thought.
Nah, I clean these up.
Two down here, I mean.
Get on the ball that's high of the black.
Yep.
then the bottom right. Then the
Oh, I
bottom
see.
left.
Yeah. No, that's obviously good as well.
They just don't want the white travelling unnecessarily all the time.
That's fair. Fair and reasonable and correct. All of those things. Alright. Let's
See, I find this route interesting though, because now you're coming across the line, so which means you've got to judge the angle perfectly. So he's a bit short, even though he's okay because he's stunned off a side rail. Whereas if he played it in such a way where he's stunning off 2 rails, he comes into the line of the shot.
I did, Adam. Love that movie.
But he's making it light work. Didn't even realise he could actually play that line, so he's completely fine. And wants to get high on this. Doesn't want to land short, so he's got a thin cut. He's played that very well. So, pretty long frame that. Good weight as well.
We're just going to have to wait until after the game because can't
Nicely done, Simon. After the error from Gussie where he snookered himself on his last ball.
We know about it. If you can just keep the scores on the scoreboard. Cool.
Simon's just said big frame, big frame. It was. I agree with him.
Alright folks, so there's an announcement being made that pool stats obviously just raced to 11 at the moment. Sorry, best of 11 in this round. We'll fix it up for the quarterfinals, but just bear in mind that once the total frame score hits 11, it won't update. So please don't abuse us in chat for saying why the score's updating. That's why. BJ Randall has got on the board. He's now 9-1.
Yeah, huge.
Well, better than 0.
Yeah.
It's the start of, potentially something. That's how you've got to look at it when you're so far down. No matter what happens in this game, even if you're 9-0 down and race to 11, you cannot give up. You've got to continue trying, and you just never. It's a funny game. Look at Kurt Dunham, 10-4 down and won 11-4 the other day.
Against Mark Owens.
Yeah, all this stuff can happen. And at the end of the day, champions don't quit. That's why they're champions. So anyway, Justin, this is very scrappy, this frame, isn't it? What's the touching ball, is it? Oh no, he's just kicking this out. Oh, he needs it. Oh, he's flicked it, has he?
That's probably, I was going to say that wouldn't have been good for him. Or would it?
That's a strange shot from Justin. The only reason I say that is he kind of just thought, you know what, I can't be bothered with this.
I don't know what to do. Let's just hit
Very
that.
But mind you, look what he's the reds are awful, the yellows are awful.
Oh, that thing as well.
All the text dying. Yeah, this match is
4-3 to Simon.
Yeah.
Oh, to Gus, sorry. To Gus.
Oh, good break there from Simon. He's found a ball, and he wants that to bounce. I think it's bounced enough. Although yellows are great too. Take your pick on this one, folks. I like the red still.
I like reds if the red passes to the left middle. Otherwise, I don't think I do. Or to the left top.
I think it's going top left anyway.
Oh,
I think these.
if it goes top left, then
I think these link up really nicely.
I just sort of assumed it didn't.
But I won't be surprised if he takes yellows.
No. Sorry, Chris. He was 10-4 down and he won 11-10.
Oh, sorry. Did I say 11-4? So Simon's looking at the yellows. So what would I know? Or is he just tricking me and he's going to play the reds? He's going to play the reds. So I've mapped this out in my head. I'm going to see if he actually plays the same route. So far, we're on point. And this ball definitely goes in the middle as well. So far, so good. That's perfect. I think he would have liked that to stick to the rail. He wants the white to just drift past, like a little stun shot past the red. Now it sort of goes.
Oh,
I
lovely
think he can
shot.
still play it.
Lovely shot by Justin though. Although he doesn't like it, he might be straighter than he wants.
Oh, he's okay.
So Justin's now playing a safety.
Yeah, well, this game's opened up now, hasn't it?
That's quite a good safety if he's not left him any access to the left-hand middle. If Tem can play the left-hand middle, he can pop that and double back the yellow. But he's tapped the table, so I'm assuming he can't. Yeah, see, he's looking up the rear of it. Oh, he needs to get this. Justin's not going to make any. No, get something happening. I suppose Justin's not a certainty to get these, but
It's up the top of the table, but you need to get on him neat.
yeah, and also he's got ball on the bottom rail, ball on the side rail, and they tend to be tricky to get from one to the other unless you start at the side. But Black's sort of in the way of that.
Yeah, this is not a simple clearance. It's not.
Yeah,
Meanwhile, Simon's made sure that he's giving himself the best possible chance to win this frame.
yep, Simon took him very nicely on the left. As you've
4-all coming
yeah.
up. Just like that, Gus's lead has evaporated, and Simon makes no mistake off his own break.
So Justin straight away got on this one. So maybe he's going.
Oh, that's not good. I think he's in strife here.
If he can play a miraculous shot and get hard on the rail, so he's got just enough.
I think he's going to cover the pocket.
Well, that's. We're not playing world rules.
I still think it's a shot. You know, you got to remember this game. Sometimes putting a ball over the pocket can be advantageous in certain situations.
Good to point that out. So that doesn't look like he is.
No, he's not. What's he doing here? Like,
Well, he's got angle to get up.
geez, this is a big shot he's got to play here.
It is, isn't it?
Not only does he have to make a good pot, he's actually got to get a good cue ball as
Hasn't
well.
he got to put a bit of stun on this too?
No, I think he's going to try and find the line of the yellow on the left side of the reds.
Ah.
Anywhere,
No, that's
if he
clever.
goes past it, he's okay because he's
see.
got the balls to the bottom right. If he goes into it, he's perfect.
He's slightly hampered, but not that bad because he's just needs to hit the centre of the white.
Well, he's
He's
overcut it though.
overcut it.
Well, he found the line, but he
Would've
did
been
overcut it,
perfect.
so who
Now,
knows?
Tem's only obstacle is this ball on the right-hand side rail, which Justin put there.
Fancy Tim to get these.
Hmm.
I think that ball on the rail is going to be his last ball. He's just going to leave himself a cut down the rail and come out for the black.
Yeah, I see.
Play for the middle now. Stun for the ball on the right side on the balk line.
This is a screw, isn't it?
It's a stun shot. Just a little push across. Oh, he did screw it. And it's a bit of a decision time now as well. I don't think you want to leave this ball that's high of the two yellows until last to transition to the ball on the rail. But he's just got to figure out how to get on it now. He's going to play the rail ball first. And you know what? Probably the right shot, to be fair.
Well, that's exactly where we wanted to be for it anyway.
Ooh, it's just come out on him a little bit.
That's the same. Remember that happened yesterday? The same rail, same shot?
Yep, I do remember that.
I don't think he hit that one quite as good.
Nah, it definitely drifted out. He definitely didn't hit it flush.
But yesterday he hit one perfect against Woodsy and it didn't go.
That's right, it curled out at the last second, I remember that. Alright, Gus is about to play a shot to open up these yellows. Needs a favourable result. Would like to hit the bottom side of the yellow that's closest to the black on the bottom side of it. Doesn't have to smash these, just wants a little tickle. Well, it's worked out.
Oh,
Not
that's
too bad.
gone quite well, hasn't it?
I thought he hit it a little too hard, but it's okay. He's got the yellow top left or the ball bottom left.
So I wonder if he plays the ball to the bottom left and just gets on the yellow to the right middle. But
I don't think these
after
yellows
I've
are
said
on.
that, I don't know how he gets the other balls.
Yeah, I don't think they're on. It's actually awful.
Oh, what if he plays the yellow, hits the red to move it slightly? Because I think the top yellow will pass to the bottom right, yeah? Look. Reckon that goes? Top yellow to the bottom right?
No.
No, I don't reckon. If I could just clips the... Oh, Peter O'Keefe saying hit the cushion first.
Getting on the high yellow is not a problem. But
Yep.
dealing with the other two is a problem. I do like the shot you said about potentially punching into the red that's covering that pocket. But then you're going to land low on the ball in the middle, and then you're going up the table. So that doesn't help you.
Is Justin going to have to play the skill shot for the win on this frame? Is that his plan, you think?
I think it goes inside the yellow.
Oh, really? I would never think that's...
He's just found the path
This
there.
must
so-
go, mustn't it?
No, he's going to play the cannon.
The what?
Which ball are you talking about?
The top yellow? To the...
You're talking about Gus's shot?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's going to go into the yellows. He's going to play with a bit of size. He's going to try
Ah.
and miss the red and go into the yellow that's lower of the two.
Hey.
I just wonder as well, is that plant on to the middle or pretty close? Because he can just drop this in, nudge into the red, and he's right behind the two yellows. So he's got some choices.
So just... Yeah, we'll see if this needs to be skill shotted or if it squeezes in.
I don't think laying up is a choice. There's way too many opportunities to play a skill shot and just put Gus in all sorts of trouble.
Was the
Oh,
skill
he
shot?
played it
It's
very
played
well.
very nice.
That was a tricky skill shot because it wasn't flush over the pocket.
Yeah. Oh,
Oh, that was on.
well.
Oh, that just changes everything. But it's still tricky.
Hold on the red, play the yellow to the middle,
he's
screw
on
off
it?
the top rail, get back on the red.
Do you reckon he's on
Black.
it?
Oh, well, I'd hope so.
Just
Nah.
doesn't look like it from there, but I don't trust it, like I said.
Oh, wait, no, you play the plant. Hold on the red.
No chance. Well, he's playing it. He's lining this up like it does.
Okay, well,
So
you know, I'm starting to not trust the overhead.
I've never trusted it.
Oh, Tim got knocked in. That's
But you know what's the problem with
It's a
this?
bit sad,
Even
Panda.
if he gets this, the cannons are red. He's still on the wrong line to get on the black. He's going to have to play a shot in the middle, a deep screw off the top bottom rail and up to the black. So he's just had to work so hard for this frame.
huge frame to it for all. Oh no, she's
I don't think it was on. Otherwise, he would have committed, I think.
yeah.
But I think we're about to see Gus get put in loads and loads of trouble.
Yeah, Simon just needs to pot a ball, play a turnover, and ensure Gus has not got anything on this yellow. Although, where's your way of doing that?
One thing that's favourable is he's going to open up the bottom right pocket by potting this opening ball.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Because
So-
if the top red remains there, so if he can avoid it, then he can play a turnover and leave Gus on the left-hand side of the table.
But I think the plan's going to be to get behind
no, he could.
the red near the black.
Well, he can do this now, can't he?
The plan is definitely get behind the red near the black.
Yeah, so just a much better, tighter snooker safety shot.
I think he's overhit that slide. I think he wanted to play the ball in the
Oh,
middle
Justice
next.
played a beautiful shot there. I reckon James is on the money here, saying, do you have the bollocks to beat Justin Sage type of finish? Tim missed it, and now Sage can start flying. I think James must have a heavy delay because he sent that well after Tim had already missed.
I think there is a bit of a delay in the stream. If you got a delay, just refresh it
yeah,
and it should catch it up.
It's James Delahunty. Oh.
Who the hell is James Delahunty?
Well,
Oh, he's misjudged that.
I've actually never seen him play. I haven't had the pleasure.
Horrible player.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's one of the worst players I've ever seen.
Oh, right. How's he as a bloke? Terrible?
Nah, great guy. Just can't play
I
the
thought we were
game.
going to continue with the bullshit, but no, he instantly gave up on it.
I had the pleasure of playing him in the world titles
Oh,
1 year.
wowee!
How's that not gone in, by the way?
I have no idea. That
Actually, I think he's blessed. That is blessed. That is no way that had not got in. Yeah, I had the pleasure of playing in the world titles with James one year, and he just ran amok.
That's awesome.
We made the final that year as well, and he actually broke and cleared in both of his frames in the semi-final. No, in the final, sorry. Fantastic player.
We only play 2 frames each, do you?
In the final, yeah.
What the heck?
And he also, that year as well, played Tom Cousins in one of the craziest races to 21 I've ever seen in my life, where he was like 7 or 8-0 down. Then he got to 8-7 up. It just kept going in crazy runs of huge streaks, and then he ended up winning the match. I can't remember what the final score was, but it was an insane match.
It's a lovely shot by Justin.
That's a bad
He's
shot
gone
from
a
Gus.
little bit too far, but
And all the control that Gus had is about to evaporate with this turnover shot. And you know what? Simon might play the skill shot here and choose to run the rack. He's got a great link to the black with the ball in the middle, so don't be surprised.
you'd want to play it as a shot to nothing, so you just trickle through a smidge.
And I'm sure he will.
No, he's
Hasn't
not
gone.
quite got it. He didn't quite hit the...
It's also because he didn't want to draw the white. Like, you want to play a soft screw sort of shot on that, but you
Yeah.
don't want the white to come back and leave him on the yellow if it goes wrong.
Yeah. But if you hit that, you basically aim for the centre of the pocket, ignore the yellow.
Yeah.
That's typically,
But he'll settle for that. Oh, it's a good shot from Justin.
Lovely shot.
An excellent shot.
And he's set up the black very cleverly earlier.
Oh yeah, he's a genius. There's no doubt about it. That's what he played for.
I wish I had such foresight when I'm playing the game. I mean,
I don't know if I'd put it that close to the pocket. But this shot's it is missable, but Justin just eats these for breakfast most days. That's no exception.
standard black on the snooker table, isn't it? Oh, that's from the blue spot of the pool table, isn't it?
And
Gussie, no such flick.
I'll tell you what, it's not as bad as
There
it
goes the
looks.
linking ball, isn't it?
Exactly, yeah. I mean, I think Simon will be a little upset with that, but he might actually just play the plant and just white ball offside roll and into the black. You'll have all sorts of link ups, but no, not going to play it.
Oh, you didn't say how that Della Cousins match concluded.
Della did win. It was
awesome!
Just,
Wow.
I think he went 8-7 up, and then suddenly he was like 15-8 down. Like, it was just absolutely insane, the runs that they were going on. So many, like, they were drive breaks were happening, and then the other guy just kept running rack after rack after rack, and then suddenly it reversed, and that's if my memory's correct. It was a long time ago. I've got to be honest, I know getting behind this black is, and just knocking it in is, you know, the way a lot of players would do it, but I just think he had a free shot to just play the plant, come off a side rail, nudge the black into play, and then it was just so easy.
Yeah, he nudged his back, his ability to get nice on the...
This is what I mean. These things can go wrong. I really don't like the way he's gone about it.
I think he's got just enough angle. I think he's okay. He can just screw back
Yeah,
to
you're
below the
right.
middle. So he actually landed dead perfect.
But even still, I think the shot I've suggested was probably just so careful, like just stress-free.
Having said that, he is dead straight on the black.
He has played it well, I'll give him that. My option only looks good if he misses the out, you see.
I remember the Robbo Della match. If I remember, I mean, I went back and watched it because I wasn't even playing pool when that happened. You did commentary. I think in the first few minutes of the match, you went and put more money on Robbo, even though he was behind.
Which match was this?
When Robbo played Della. You said, by the way, Robbo played those last few frames. I want more money on him.
I don't even remember that.
Oh,
I did have I took the punt and put 1,000 on him going into hostile territory, but it was a good match, that. I actually thought I'd thrown my money away. I think I've said this so many times on stream. James Delahunty goes in, does this insane practice routine on the snooker table. It takes him like 2 hours or something to complete. Robbo walks in, has 15 minutes on the table, goes, yeah, that'll do. And I just thought, I've just thrown away $1,000.
That's a wonderful little story there. That's funny. Anyway. I mean, everyone practices different, don't they? For a lot of people, practice could just be mental. In fact, for someone like Tam, it probably should be.
That shot you played, I think you played a little hard. I mean, just trying to glance the bottom side of those yellows, and they just, yeah. Gus has just come over and said, just he's just having a little bit of a, what do you call it, a post-mortem previous frame.
Decompress. Mid-match is a bit interesting, but
that has not worked out exactly to play for 10. We'll need a good recovery shot now to keep this going.
I reckon that's cuttable to the left.
Nah. I think he's got to play it top right.
Oh, I see. Oh, that's easier anyway. I don't know why I would say this stupid shot.
Well,
Justin Game has wrong scores. Yeah, we know. It won't update beyond 11 frames played. That's a pull stat thing. Oh, we can probably manually do it. So I think Justin's on 6, yeah?
Is he on 6 or 5?
7-6. Well, we've got 7 6s in the chat.
Okay.
So
yeah, so the stream ones we can do. We just can't do the pull stat ones.
Interesting, Jaden. You must find that really relaxing. That's a great shot.
Yeah, very good shot. I think he needs to come up with another very good shot. Thin cut with position on the black required here.
Just loaded up with a ton of stuff. Left, get around the red.
I think if you can keep this as straight as possible, would be nice.
I think it's just the bottom left, yeah?
Yeah, I like the left shot. Yeah, oh, he's got too much into it, but it's worked.
But it
Has it worked
fortunately
out okay?
goes to the middle, yeah? Let's just have a quick squeeze at the overhead.
Geez, you love this overhead, don't you?
I do. I just like pressing buttons, you know?
Well, he's made short work of it in the end, so he'll go to 8-6, so we'll update that. Which one's that?
Got to press 2 buttons. It's actually quite a pleasure to update the score.
I don't touch.
And then you push the button to bring it back, so it's 3 buttons.
I don't touch that stuff. That stands
Highlight
domain.
of my day.
I'll get him to show me one day, and then I'll just
Forget.
run. So Dan, go have some lunch, buddy. I've got this.
Yeah, Dan's a bit wrecked. You had a bit of a night last night.
Yeah, I saw where
Gussie's just
I saw how things were headed. I got out of there.
Gussie's just missed.
I've missed that shot.
Well, so did Gussie.
Was that the opener too? Yeah, I think Gus prides himself on his mental game, but I think it's something he needs to work on personally. He's probably going to hate me saying that, but I think his mental game does need a touch of work.
Gussie.
Yep.
Interesting.
Robbo has already come over with a score sheet. Demolition mission complete. 11-1, I think. 11-1? 11-3.
Got slack, did you, at the end? Mm-hmm. It's too late. Yep. Nice.
Nice to see Karen always throwing the 4-leaf clovers in the chat, cheering on her son. Bit unusual if we don't see that at least once in the chat when Justin's on stream. Must be very proud. And Simon's just got a little awkward there because he can't really. He's got to jack up and try and hold the white. He may even deny the shot down the rail because of it. Although, can he drop this in, hold to the side rail? He's got the ball on the bottom left rail. However you slice this, it's not nice now.
I don't think Robbo's going to want to be on commentary right now. I think he's going to want to be resetting for his next match.
I think he's in the zone now. He's come here to do nothing but win this tournament. He's made that very clear. Geez, we've got some big matches coming up later on, folks. And this is just a taste.
Patrick Hood's now 6-5 up on. Although
Yeah, it could be
we
a
don't know
different
what
score,
that is, do we? Yeah, we've got no clue. Everyone, apologise for that. Remember, just send all complaints to Patrick Hood because it was entirely his fault. I can look at Mick Scary. It looks like he's trailing 9-8 on Rusty Wheeler, and Jake is still 6-4 up on Ricky Emery, so that one's accurate.
Scary was actually getting belted early on, so
wasn't
that's
he?
actually perfect for him because he
7-4
likes
down.
to come back. It's just the way he is.
The underdog.
Just a bulldog.
Oh, oh my God, he's almost gotten, all these ones where he's always planting on the ball. It's like he's playing exact weight to candidate, and he's always hitting it perfect. But yeah, Temp's fine there. So this is a tricky shot he's got to play here, Simon, on the left-hand side. Assuming he's playing it now.
I feel he has to take it.
Temp's played that well.
Wants to get as straight as possible on this left bottom left afterwards. And if he overplays, does have the plant as well, and then that will link to the ball in the middle instead. So he's got choice. He's just got to make sure of this pot. That's the key thing here. And he's played that sensational.
Yeah, he has.
Probably pulled up a touch shorter than what he would have liked. May actually, depending on the angle, may actually just try and play the stunt shot into the black, like just a little nudge, and then he holds on the plant. And if he goes too far, like if he slides across it, he's still got that plant.
So
He might be able to just drop it in, but I think the little stunt in the black is the, yeah. I think he's played that exact line. He's played it very well.
yeah, he can just play
Plays
the
those
plant
shots well,
here.
Simon, actually. So Tem is still not letting himself get perturbed by Justin's comeback. He's once again with a big show here to win another frame.
Get there.
It's either underhit or overhit. Take your pick. Just wants to be careful. He
Half
doesn't.
ball.
Ooh, it's a little straight. He's going to have a little bit of a tricky black to play. And it goes.
Nice
He does
turn.
a Q shake. That's a Brenton Collier special, the Q shake. And he's just got to maintain his adrenaline now, 'cause he's very close to winning this match. In probably playing arguably
on
one of
him.
the hardest people in the draw. So Simon 6-4 now. I think he's starting to feel it a bit too.
Kurt and Lee McSharry are they just having a cuppa together or something?
I'm not sure what's going on with that score, folks. So just don't trust 4-1. They probably just forgot to update it or whatever. I'm not sure what's going on there. Unless they're playing like at a 3-hour frame. Big break required from Justin here. Good timing.
Oh, no, I think it was just missing the pocket anyway.
Hasn't pot a ball
But he
though.
didn't get a ball regardless, so...
And look at the either balls. I think he's going to take the yellows.
Gussie hot racked himself. I think that was fair, but...
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Tim will take yellows here. I'm going to focus on this match.
Okay, that's fair. That's
Purely
fair.
because I think it's,
Gonna finish first.
yeah, whoever wins is probably going to finish first.
I'm gonna quickly run to the Vietnamese place and order some rice paper rolls. I'll be back. Do you want anything?
Alright, so yellows for Tem. And really the one shot, and he's probably going to play it right now, is just clear the path for that yellow to go in the middle as options. Although he may not even bother, you just drop it in and play the yellow long, so. Gets onto his worst ball right now, and is looking good here to get on the hill. I don't see really any problems here. Doesn't have to do anything fancy. Doesn't have to play yellow off red. Can just hold for the ball bottom, top left. Links it up to the ball, his final yellow. And this is looking very, very good for Tim right now. Ooh, why did he roll that? He got stunned it. It didn't matter if he was going to be fairly straight on it. That could be a massive turning point. That's a bad error. Yeah. Well, I don't know if he's on this or not. Maybe he can flick it in with a touch of left-hand side. That's what he's looking at. But he's going to have to really drag it too to just kill the white. It's a really tricky shot, this. He'd be kicking himself if he didn't. I think the reason he didn't get on the yellow is he accidentally overcut it into the middle pocket, and so the white just travelled down table a touch. Whereas if he hit it full, it would have just stopped dead. And it just goes to show you, even the simplest of shots, sometimes you've got to give them their full attention. Well, he could pot it clean, could he? I think he could pot it clean because he's undercut that. May have focused on the cannon a little too much. Meanwhile, this Gus and Simon game is an absolute disaster zone. Actually not even going to look at it for the time being. Justin's going to want to get on this red to pull the yellow away from the pocket just as soon as possible, just give himself some bit of breathing space. If I'm Justin here, I'm probably looking at ball in the left middle, ball bottom left, to draw back for that ball inside the yellow next, stun across for the ball on the side rail. That's my choice of balls, but this must go pretty comfortable. Very good shot. And now I think we'll see Justin attack these. He's got heaps of links, so he should be good for the rail balls. Please not here, Jadis. So he's perfect on this red. And now this rail ball on the left side will be his last ball. To update on the Kurt and Lee McSherry match, Kurt is 6-5 up. I'm not sure why it's not updating, but Ricky Watson, I don't know what that score is because it's at 7-4, so it's 11 frames. So I don't know where that's going. Rusty Wheeler and Mick Scary. Mick is 10-9 down. Jeez, I'd like to watch that.
10-9 down and at the table.
So Justin's negotiated these very well. Just one good pot after this, just to make sure.
Oh, what was the Ricky Watson score?
Well, I don't know what it is now. It was 7-4, but
7.
hopefully it's like 9-4. No offense to Franny, but he was throwing money around all over the place last night with his little Calcutta showing off. So I need some money from
Well,
Ricky.
he needs McSherry to win for him to earn Calcutta money.
I think he's got more than him.
Well, he's got half of Tem and Gus's entry, I think. So
Justin has clawed one back, 7-9.
No one's seeded, but I guess the good Victorian players are Jake. Well, they're all good, aren't they?
Yeah,
Jake, Joseph, Patrick Hood, Gus DiGiorgio.
Yeah, there's
Sam Dixon.
this has
Yeah.
no seeds.
Is Kurt Dunham counted as Victorian?
Not anymore. He's gone.
No.
He left Australia and went to Tasmania.
Mark Robertson and Michael Scarry.
Oh, he gets a little kick in there on the red in the middle, and that's pretty big.
Oh, what's the score?
9-7. So it takes the reds. This is a big frame coming up here if you can get these. He's on the hill. This black's a little tricky. There's work to be done here.
Have colours been chosen on the left hand side?
I'm not sure. I've chosen not to watch it. It was a complete disaster zone about 5 minutes ago, and it looks like the Hurricane's been back through the balls again and just made a bigger mess.
Oh, yellow's been potted. So the question is, was that on the break?
I don't think there was a ball pot off the break.
Okay, then someone... Alright, we'll just declare that Simon is on yellow.
And Tem has executed that perfectly. I don't think he's going to play the ball over the middle, but I could be wrong. It's a good link to the black, but he would want to land sort of where he is now. So it's sort of decision time.
I would think he's playing the ball to the left bottom, right?
Yeah, I think that's the ball I'd play as well. But
just so you guys know, YouTube doesn't like comments with Tranny in it. So maybe Tranny said call him Wonton, Dim Sim, or Steve.
oh, of course, yeah.
Yeah. He's happy with any of those names. I believe he said he doesn't care what you call me at all, actually.
So it's an unfortunate nickname in today's day and age, isn't it?
Yeah.
So Rusty is one. He's beaten Mick Scarry. Mick Scarry now is out of the tournament. Even I hate this one, mate.
Simon's just said that this is Jamie's sort of frame.
He's just taking the mickey out of me. But you know what? If I'm playing this frame, I don't mind it. I do like these sort of frames myself, but commentating them, not so much.
They're pretty fun, actually. I like trying to play shots like that, you know, where you just nestle into the...
Nothing's happening in a hurry there, that's for sure.
This is not easy from Tem, is it?
This is why
I hit it terribly.
This is why I said earlier on there was a case to not leave that ball over the middle to Last, because if you couldn't get straight on it, you could get yourself into all sorts of trouble. Whereas if he left the ball on the right side to Last, he could at least come off side cushion and find a line at least for a cut.
Let's do this so that that's clear on the left.
What's he looking at here? He's looking at the side rail double. Well, he's given it a good go. No joy, and Justin has a good chance now. He's got these two yellows stuck at the bottom, but he has a ball in the vicinity to develop them. In fact, he might use the ball in the middle to develop now, but there's a bit of risk attached to that. Also has the ball bottom left, which is probably a better choice, because if he can come on the underside of the yellow that's higher of the two, he'll definitely be on a ball. He's playing the shot I said.
That's not
I
going well.
don't know why he's ripped into them so much.
That's actually, so those two on the right hand side are just a little bit more awkward now.
I don't understand why he's played it with so much power. There's obviously a reason for it, but I just don't know what it is. He's got the. He can flick off this yellow, take the white ball top end of the table, and use that yellow as a blocker. But the line, he has to judge the line absolutely perfect. But if he does get this shot right, it will be a frame winner. Just a matter of whether he likes these sorts of shots or not. I was looking at maybe playing the run through on this ball on the rail and using the middle ball as the blocker instead, which is probably easier to judge. I don't know why you ask me how Richmond's going. We know how they're going. Going no good.
You're a Richmond supporter, Jamie.
Oh, I am.
I had no idea.
I like how people try and give me a hard time about it, mate. I've had my dynasty. I'm happy.
Yeah, it was pretty good, wasn't it?
How many people are going to support their football team in their life and have 3 premierships out of 4 so close together?
Yeah.
I'm happy. Anyway, pool. And Justin's played a very good snooker. Now Tim's going to come off side rail. Oh, he's going to come off the bottom. Why? It's much less chance to pot this. I'm surprised he didn't go side rail and try and put it bottom right.
Yeah, interesting. You must have felt more comfortable that way.
But the pocket availability was...
Yeah, you're right.
Was nice. Well, I suppose if you smash it up the table, anything can happen. So Justin now, this is why Justin's so hard to play. He just doesn't go away. Oh, that's not a good shot.
No, it is not.
A lot more work to do now. Meanwhile, on the Gus Simon table, it looks like they've developed about 3 balls in the last 10 minutes.
Well, one ball's in a position where it can be potted.
It's just a disaster zone still, isn't it? Not as bad as it was, but still not great.
Maybe this is what was going on in the Kurt Dunn and Lee McSherry match. And they're like, screw Bullstat, let's just leave
No, that match has been updated. We
yeah.
got an updated score, even though Bullstat's not showing it. Oh.
Just to get an update on Jake McCartney and Ricky Emery, Jake is 7-4 up.
7-4.
Which means they must have had about a half-hour frame there at 6-4.
I think if that game gets a bit tactical, it suits Jake. What's happened here? Not sure what Gus is saying here. Yeah, that's going nowhere. And Justin's missed. He's either missed or played a safety. I didn't see what happened.
So what do you do here? Double back?
Oh, look at this effort.
Oh, that's stiff. Well, it's
Joseph
not,
Evans has
it wouldn't be
just
stiff.
dispatched of Patrick Good, 11-10.
That's on, right? Oh, okay. Dem almost got insanely lucky. Well, it's not really stiff if the white comes back and hit it, because that's inevitable, right?
Well, you feel hard done by it because you picked the right line.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just one of the parts of the game that can happen.
You need to, like, you can avoid it with augmentation on the white, obviously. Anyway, now Justin will get this frame and be...
Yeah, Tim's had a decent lead this match, and now it's been closed in, so he'll need to stay tough.
Joseph Evans has beaten Patrick Wood 11-10 and made himself into the quarterfinals. I think he had himself in the Calcutta. Oh, did you?
Did he really? Oh, that's a good buy.
I remember he was bidding on himself, and he went super cheap.
Yeah, he was actually in a group.
No, I think he was by himself.
Oh, he was in a group with me. He must have got pulled out of it.
Oh, maybe I'm just totally wrong then. Let me just have a quick look at it.
We control this, Justin. Jeez, he's actually. I thought it was hard to control, but he's scenic routed it and giving himself a shot.
Yeah, he was by himself. Oh no, so Kathy Howard bought him for 450.
That's good buy.
That is a
He's
good
already
buy.
made herself minimum $5,000.
Oh.
Very good buy, Kathy. Oh, nearly goes in off. It'll actually be interesting to see the impact that this has on the two players at the conclusion of the frame, because this is one of those frames where you're going to grind the frame out for half an hour, 40 minutes, however long this frame takes to conclude, and if you lose the frame, it can actually really deflate you. So it'll be interesting to see how they respond, depending on who wins or loses the frame. They're not updated, Pete. Yeah. So it's one of these frames where there's going to be lots of turnovers and little shots like that. At the moment, Gus probably has the better control of this match with the reds so populated close to pockets, but not really in positions where there's just turnover after turnover. I don't mind that shot from Simon, even though he hasn't got exactly where he wanted the yellow to go. Simon. We've already got our one of our quarter. Are we redrawing, or is this the draw? So we've already got a quarter-final matchup ready. Robbo versus Rusty. That should be fun. Gus has got a bit of a smile on his face now. He's I'm not sure why, but if I'm him, I'm opening the reds up. The yellow is absolutely annihilated on that bottom rail. Open the reds up and give yourself a better chance to take full control of this frame. That's what he's doing. Yeah, I like that shot. I don't know. I wouldn't have stunned the white ball up the table. I've kept it low. Just gives less options, but he has, unfortunately for him, pushed that red to the left side rail as well. And even this Justin and Tem frame is messy as well. You so often see these messy frames towards the end of matches. And Simon is doing his best to just create another absolute war zone out there. They were opened up a little bit, but now horrible again. Very hard to commentate on this with any excitement, isn't it? Because it's not a lot going on out there. And it's pretty rare that you'll actually see two frames like this as well at the same time. But Justin looks like he's in a position to maybe open these up a little bit more. And at the end of the day, there's only really one red that's awful, and the two yellows just below the black aren't great. I think this frame will sort itself out fairly quickly. So Gus is going to keep his control, get this red out, play for the double. But obviously focused purely on the white ball there. Didn't really focus on the double. And now Thames just pushed the red over the pocket. Very important ball, that. Very hard to play a turnover and not develop the red, so Justin's got some decisions to make himself. I think he's going to open up these two yellows just below the black. Kurt is 8-6 up on Lee McSherry. Is that the only match you've got? Can you find out Ricky Watson, Steve Tran? So I can't mute myself when I'm asking questions to people outside because my thing's on charge. So sorry if you hear some stuff that's not about the game. Gus has got so much control at the moment that I really would be looking at just opening up things as much as possible without compromising his position too much. Like as an example, the red on the bottom right there is an argument to punch that off the other red, open that up, and potentially go game. Sometimes you can get so wrapped up in the tactics that you forget sometimes you can develop balls and make a clearance. But to me, it looks pretty good. Now Simon's going to get some control down his bottom side. And Gus has, I think, put himself in all sorts of trouble now. So I'm almost going to play the... What's he doing here? I'm tempted to play the red that's he's sort of closest to, that's potable to the bottom left. Would like the white ball to be off the cushion. Update on Ricky Watson, Steve Tran. Ricky Watson is 8-4 up. Thanks, mate. I think the longer Gus plays around with balls and doesn't do anything, the more trouble he's going to get himself into here. I think he needs to open these up. So he's nothing at all. You're missing basically nothing. It's a good shot there from Justin.
Some food. Oh.
And here we go. This is where Simon's going to start taking control of this match. I really think Gus should have opened these balls up earlier. While he had so much dominance in the frame, he's getting smothered to death. But now he's finally thought, you know what, I have to start opening these up. I've got to pull the trigger at some point. He's found a 3-ball plant. In my opinion, he has to make this, because otherwise we could see another turnover coming on the left side of the table. Wow, he's got into his reds as well. He's got a pretty good result. How's this red going to make things even better? I don't know how Simon will be feeling about that. Simon's in a touch of trouble here. Although I guess he's just going to push the red up the table and just leave the white ball in this area. The yellows haven't worked out favourably though, unfortunately for Simon. Gus has got a little tickle off this red, off the side jaw. Although, doesn't want to leave the yellows bottom right on. Wonder if he's already aware of that when he looks at this shot. Yeah, I think he's walked around now just to look at that. Yeah, I can see him looking at the table. You can't see him, but he's checking to see if, when he moves this red, will the white leave a path to the yellow bottom right. So he's actually not going to play the shot. This is a nervy little shot that he's looking at playing. Very easy to foul on this or accidentally push it. Oh, Justin's played another pretty good shot. Don't think that red's on that Tim's looking at now. What's Gus doing here? Oh, he's almost popped the red. He hasn't though. It's not the worst result in the world. Wouldn't surprise me if Simon plays the ball on the bottom, on the right side rail and smothers the red again. And it would actually be really funny that if after they've played this frame for at least 30 minutes, that Gus pots all these reds and gets a stalemate and they start again. But I'm surprised he's played that, to be honest. I thought there was a really good choice to smother that red completely, and it just gives him so much time, so much control. There is a case here for Gus to double the red down to this end of the table on the right side. Justin's just keeping things tight. His yellows are definitely not the better balls, but he's just putting the white ball in positions where Tem can't run the rack. Gus, I don't mind. I just think doubling this red. Yeah, that's the one. That's the one. Doubling it to the right side of the table. Jeez, he's hit this well. He's hit it too well. Clean as a whistle. Jeez, what an effort from Tem there. It's gone in off, but what an effort. So Gus now, he does have as well, he can pot this ball in the middle, screw back a bit, and then he's got the red to play the plant again that he tried to play sort of early, but this will be a longer range. Quite risky, and don't forget that black is relatively covered by the two yellows as well, so there's any commitment to a clearance here will not be easy. Still going. Oh, I don't know. Oh, what's he done here? Well, he's opened things up a bit. He's actually got a very, very unlucky result, to be fair, but will the best single ball botter in Victoria take on the long ball now and give himself a chance to win the frame? Or will he just pull up and look for a safety? Honestly, it's easy to say it's sitting here, but I almost feel you've got to take this red on. There's not a simple safety. You can't just bump the red. You leave yellows underneath the other red, and that'll open up all the yellows. So he's going to take it on. One good pot. He's missed it though. It was a tough shot. And you know what? It's so hard to get down and knock in a long ball like that after you've just been tapping balls around the table for the last half an hour. You can lose a bit of rhythm. Your cueing isn't there because you just haven't been using it. Good shot from Justin. And he will go to 9 all. Does not go away, this guy. This is why he's a champion. So, all these tactical frames are almost over. Unfortunately, I can't give you score updates. Sorry, guys. I've been able to give you a couple, but that requires someone to run and do the work. I'm sorry, guys. You're just gonna have to deal with it. And I can tell you that Rusty's already beaten Mick Scary. Mark Robertson's already beaten BJ Randall. Joseph Evans has beaten Patrick Hood. I believe Jake is 9-5 up on Ricky. Last I heard, Ricky Watson was 8-4 up on Steve Tran. I think Lee McSherry and Kurt Dunham was 6-5 to Kurt. That's about as good as I can do for you now, sorry. Oh, how do you do this? Scoring? That one? Good shot from... Oh, it hasn't gone in. Sorry if you heard that. I ripped the headphone off, but...
I'm back.
So Simon's given Gus a chance, but it's not a nice one, but it's better than nothing.
Luke Anglesey saying that Kurt's 8-7 up on Lee right now.
Kurt's 8-7 on Lee McSharry. How did you find that out?
It must be streamed. Interesting. Apparently Tyler envisioned Gus as some 60-year-old bogan.
I don't know why, but yeah.
I don't know, but checks out. Half of it does.
I don't know if I can put Gus in the bogan category.
You don't reckon? Actually, no, maybe not. Is bogan strictly an insult, by the way?
Nah, it's just...
I don't think it is.
Just a genre.
Yeah.
I'm a bit of a bogan. Big shot coming up from Gus. Is he going to play the cut or the double? He's going to play the cut and try and open up the other red. Crazy hard shot.
I wouldn't have thought too many shots on the left have taken more than 60 seconds anyway, so what would a time clock achieve?
I'm not even going to get into the time clock
okay,
stuff. This happens every stream when someone plays slower than normal, and then people carry on about it, because obviously it's a bit more boring to watch at home when the match isn't flowing. But
understand.
Oh, he's decided to play the jump shot.
That was creative.
Promotion.
See, if you're watching this on the internet, right, means you can bring up anything else to watch on another screen at the same time, right? If it's boring.
Yeah, true.
So I'm. I mean, yeah, I have ADHD, so I don't think I've ever watched a single thing in my entire life, but so it's easy for me to say, but
Gus has got a pretty good result there, to be fair. He's cut the red yellow off. Simon just says, you know what, deal with this, Gus. It's a very good shot.
Two cuts and land on the black somehow?
I think he would need a miracle to go game from here. In fact, I think Simon is an enormous favourite to go 7-4 up. But let's watch this other match, because we're nearing conclusion. 9-all.
Right, it seems pretty much everyone wants me replaced on the commentary, so I suppose if there's anyone around who can jump on, I'm sure they're...
Ooh, that has not gone exactly to plan. He does have a pot on. Big shot come up from Tam here in the context of this match. 9-all, has to play shot to top right, stun off side rail with decent amount of power.
Yeah,
play
to
the
get
ball
back
left
to
middle.
the right hand side.
Has just checked though that the yellow goes bottom left, the bottom of the three.
Oh, okay.
He's got the cut in the middle.
Oh, well, that's not that bad then, is it?
Oh, that wasn't as thin as I thought. Oh, no, it was thinner. He's missed it. That's so crucial.
That's big.
That's very big. Although the way he has missed it, it does cover the red. Kurt is now 8-all with Lee McSharry. What a match that's turned out to be.
For the players that are playing at the moment, pool stat is back up and running, so you can update your scores when you get a second.
Alright, pool stats correct now, folks, on all matches.
Oh, excellent.
Actually, it can't be because I got told Ricky Watson was 8-4 up.
Oh. Well, maybe they've just got to go into the phone and
There's no way it's right because Lee and Kurt are still 4-1, so there's something weird going on.
They might have to update it on their phones. So what do you think of Simon's shot there?
I think he's giving Gus a very golden opportunity. Oh no, Gus is on reds.
Yeah.
Well, there is a turnover chance.
Well, is the plant on? Does that red squeeze in there? Yeah, Jaden, definitely. Tem did let that slip a little bit.
Oh, geez, Justin's, meanwhile, he's actually got on that awkward red, so he's a huge chance here.
Gus having a bit of a giggle.
Yeah, not sure what's happening there, but they're both having a laugh, so it's good spirits. This turnover shot's big coming up. Well, you know what? He's done. That's an amazing result. Wow, crazy stuff. Although I think Simon can play yellow bottom left, pot the red, and the yellow bottom left. And if he doesn't pot it, at least worst case scenario could get some cover.
Justin's done a great job addressing his hardest ball there that was obstructed by the yellow.
I completely agree. He's not playing it. I wonder why. I think that's the shot. This line goes very close to the black. Oh, he's actually playing it. No, what's he done here?
Just land on it.
Oh, that's a good shot. She's still not easy, is it?
Starting to get more energy in the room now.
After midday, the bar is kicking in a bit more.
Justin's just done this so nicely.
As he often does.
He's just looking so deadly at the moment. Tim really needs to just run some racks to
Yeah,
get this done.
I think he's Tim doesn't look like as energetic as he was, and I think Justin's actually slowed him down a bit too, which he's very good at doing. So this shot, not much can really go wrong. White ball automatic position, just needs to make sure of the pot, and this will be 10-9. Oh, what a shot from Simon Singleton here. Look at this. He's played it the reverse
beautiful.
side.
Wow.
And he's just guaranteed this black because he can't miss it off the red.
Wow.
What a super shot. That's one of the best shots I think I've seen this weekend.
Gussie got a huge result. Left Simon super awkward and it's had no effect. Stacey Vine says he's loving these tactical frames. I'm sure you are, Stacey.
Wow, that's a sensational finish from Simon.
That is
He,
very
in
nice.
the end, probably deserved the frame. I feel that Gus missed a trick earlier on in that frame where he could have opened the reds right up and really put Simon under pressure. We're going to replay this yellow, folks, because it's not just the pot. He actually plays it with reverse side as well. Watch this. Watch the white ball react. Bang. And this... Oh, Dan.
For some reason, James,
Lovely shot.
YouTube didn't like you saying sweet lips. I'm not sure what's going on there, but...
Whoa, big break from Simon. And you just feel momentum is now in his court. going to take reds, no doubt. Just needs to... this opening shot just needs to play with some precision. Postman always delivers. Yes, that is his nickname.
Dan, am I
Postman.
not able to approve messages here? Oh, okay.
Well, turned out okay. I don't think that was the intended nudge, but still okay. And really wants to deal with this left side, upper left side of the table, because obviously one yellow is blocking another. I mean, can play the plant on ball. It's not set, of course, so we would have to make it.
This could be all she wrote on the right hand side.
Oh yeah, Justin is 10-9 up. Yep.
He's just got to. The black is his biggest concern.
And I'll tell you what, we've been watching these guys just knock these blacks in down the rail all day.
And he'll map in such a way where he can get as neat as possible on it. What's your last ball to get on the black? Is it the
Probably
red to the top right?
Yeah,
You
probably the
stun
one
over?
on the balk line. Yep. Definitely now.
Yeah, it looks like you can work to it nicely here.
Yep, so Simon is going to play this plant. Played it pretty well.
Lovely shot.
He's going to have to play a good shot, though, to get down to his last red. We'll have to swing it off a couple of rails.
How many frames has Justin won in a row here? I feel like 10 was 9-4 or something, was he not?
I don't think he was that far ahead. 9-6 maybe.
Oh no, he was 7. He was 7-3, 7-4, 9-6. Definitely was. Yeah. Ah, yeah, it was 8-6.
He's just very hard to beat. He's just relentless. And if you do make a mistake when you're trying to close out matches, he just pounces on them.
Yeah.
With absolute no mercy.
Yeah, he's been shaky at times this tournament, Justin, but it looks like he's just now really getting into his dangerous rhythm.
Well, Simon had a good line there to get down on this red, but he's overplayed it. But is the natural angle going into the yellow that's in the middle of the 4? If he's got that natural line, he's good. But, geez, I think it's going a little lower than that. We're going to find out, 'cause if he does play, I think he sort of has to play it. He's jacking up, so he needs to widen the line.
Justin's patiently waiting for Simon to play his shot.
This is a tough shot, this.
Oh,
Negotiated
that's so good.
fantastically.
That's such a good shot.
And now Gus might want to be thinking about getting a move on here, because 8-4 is a big deficit.
Absolutely. Now Justin's had all the time in the world to think about this shot.
So
what do you reckon?
I
Does
think
Justin
he gets
sink
it.
this black?
I think he gets it.
Jesus, it's no gimme.
No, they're always missable, especially under pressure.
And this is that rail that
It is too.
It's a bit
So hopefully
suspect.
he hits it a little harder, and he has. He's played it very. Oh, and he come on. He gives Tim back a bit of his own medicine.
that was loud.
That was loud. You can see what it means to these guys to get into the quarters and beyond. We're getting into some serious money now, folks.
Tim's just saying, "You're a dickhead, mate. Can't believe you're saying that." And he's like, "Mate, you do it all the time." It's like, "Yeah, but not anymore. I've given up on it."
Yeah, you should be able to bring breakfast, go out and back in.
It's good to see all laughs and smiles and everyone's happy talking about frame situations.
Yeah, look, you know what? Tim's a pretty good sport. He knows what it's like getting beaten in these tournaments a lot, just like everyone else does.
Yep.
And he also knows what it feels like to win. So you got to take the good with the bad.
Yeah. I think Tim gets a bit of a bad rap because of the way he sometimes throws the toys out of the cot like he did.
Yeah, look, he's had a bit of a
on
history,
Friday,
but I think all in all, you can't be too hard on the bloke.
He's actually an unreal guy. He's like really, he's like got time for pretty much anyone. He's like, yeah. Anyway,
yeah, easy to talk to.
Absolutely, he's a funny guy, clever guy. But yes, extremely well played by Justin to come back into that match. He was, it was exceptionally high standard.
Jake's score is 9-something. I can't see the scoreboard.
I'll get closer to it.
9-6, I think it's.
Yeah, it's 9-6 to Jake.
Ooh.
I might just run upstairs and get some results, some numbers.
So just a brief intermission here while the other table is obviously still underway, but they've just exited the arena for a small period of time. We'll just try and get you some score updates for the other matches going around the table, and once this round is completed and we move into the quarters, the pool stat will be refreshed to best of 21, and then we shouldn't have any problems moving forward. You just see Jake there on the screen, so if you're keen to have a look, that's about as good a line as we're going to get for now. Actually, we have got a camera that can get on it better, although Simon's back. So here you go. Looks like Jake's about to go on the hill. Right, some
so
score updates.
8-6 to Ricky.
I liked 8-4 better.
9-8 to Kurt.
9-8 to Kurt.
And I get up there and it turns out Hoodie was just about to come give us an update. But I enjoyed the walk.
So this one now 10-6 to Jake. He's on the hill. Gus has returned, so we will continue to focus on this match that looks like it's still got a lot of legs in it because neither player has played at a blistering pace.
So I think we'll be doing polls for which next matches will come on the stream.
Yeah, we might get a poll up, yeah.
Apologies to everyone who really wanted to see Ricky and Jake. It's just we thought Gus and Simon would be a great match to have on, and
instead they decide to have a Warzone frame.
Yeah.
I think Rusty and Robbo is probably going to get voted number one. I don't even think we need to even argue about that.
And then probably whoever Jake's playing will be. I think it's Jake and Joseph, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
Well, there's no pool stat as far as updating the live scores, but please come and tell us when you have finished your match so we can get no game on.
Otherwise, it might be Kurt and Ricky. They're winning right now, but
table 6, Paul Pike, Josh Gimnowski.
Simon's looking real good here to run this too.
What do you think about bringing Jake's game up just for the conclusion of that match?
Table 9, Jack Phillips, Rob Bowen.
Okay.
Table 9, Jack Phillips, Rob Bowen. Table 10, Mike Ballum, Jamie Stevens.
Oh, I've got to go play, folks.
10,
Oh, Jamie's got to play.
Jamie Stevens.
Alright.
Table 11.
See you in a minute, Jamie, after your victory.
Table 11, Josh Hands, Cam Markaya. That'll be it for now.
Yeah, Rusty Robbo is a certainty. Jake will be playing Joseph. Kurt's not. We've not seen Kurt on the stream yet, and that guy's a freak of nature, assuming he wins, which is a big assumption given it's very close at 9-8. But tell you what, we will put up a poll. We'll see what you guys want, and then, well, the tournament organisers will do whatever they want, but at least then we know what the people want to see. Are you making a poll? Yeah, you are. Dan's putting one up. It's on the... go to the new stream. Slate Pro Championship 2025 last 8. And yeah, there'll be a poll there shortly. I'll let you guys know when it's there. No, Rusty and Robbo will just be... Will you just do Rusty and Robbo and then the other options, Dan? Or will you... Yeah, but everyone will vote Rusty and Robbo, so I think we might as well leave that just... We're doing that one, and then which of the other ones do we want? Which is also hard because we don't know who they're playing. But yeah, alright, we might have to wait a minute, guys, since we don't know who will be playing. But the potential is it's Justin Sage playing either Kurt Dunham or Lee McSharry, formerly known as Lee McFlurry. Then it's Simon Singleton. Oh, Simon Singleton's currently ahead, and Ricky Watson is currently ahead. And then the other one is Jake McCartney playing Joseph Evans. Oh, actually, Jake's not one, is he? Yeah, true. Jake's not even one, so we're sort of getting ahead of ourselves here. Ricky's 10-6 down, but if Hurt wins, put him in the poll. Sure. Anyway, meanwhile, Simon's just continued his clinical rack running. And he's on the black to go 9-4 up on old Gussie here. Gus, the 60-year-old bogan. Simon is playing real clean Raz. You're spot on there. Looks really dangerous. He's getting better as the match goes on too, which is a real good. Alright, Jakey on a red. He's just got to get good on the black, and it's all she wrote. I wonder how he plays this. Does he screw this with a bunch of bottom right-hand side to come off the side rail and get back on the black? Or is he going to load it up with, say, left-hand side and go around the angles? No, he's gone the first option. Just don't go in the middle. Well, that looked like that stopped real quick. Anyway, this looks like a foregone conclusion. Jake 10-6 over Ricky. Excellent by Jake. Ricky was playing fantastic. We didn't get to see that match, unfortunately, but saw Ricky yesterday and he just was incredible. He just ran into an unbeatable Robbo. So a bit stiff for him, losing to Jake and Robbo as his only losses, and he's out in the 16. But that's what can happen in these tournaments. It is what it is. Give some credit to Gus. Well, obviously Gus is playing fine, but Gus has made a lot more errors, which is why he's behind. Obviously not taking any credit away from Gus. It's been superb all weekend, and he certainly can win this match from here. 9-4 is not an insurmountable deficit by any means. Yeah, Pato, jump on, absolutely. We have Patrick Hood. I like Patrick's commentary, actually. Let's do a good job.
I can work out
I don't think it's unmuted. So let me... Well, that can't be right.
Can you hear me, people? Can you hear me in the comms?
Well, wait a minute. There could be a minute delay for some people, so we're going to have to wait. So, alright, so Gussie's first at the table here, and he's got an out on the yellows. The yellow on the right-hand side does not look like it goes to the top. There you go, awesome, you're on.
Alright, so what do we got here? 9-4 to Simon.
Gussie's on the yellows.
Gussie's on the yellows.
They had a really long tactical frame at 6-4.
Yeah.
And then Simon's just ran a bunch of racks.
I wasn't sure whether it was just a pull stat issue or whether it was just a really long frame, but I did see it was stuck at 6-4 for a long time.
Gus
so.
hot racked himself, and it was a horrific break. And yeah, it was every ball was at the bottom half of the table.
So main issue
Thanks,
here
guys.
is the yellow sort of stuck to the red, I get. Oh, he's miscued. Well, I saw him miscue 2 frames ago as well, so it's a couple of times now.
Yeah, Gussie's yeah, that's bad. I wonder what's going on. Maybe his tip's just a little bit not well maintained, and so shots you can normally play are miscuing. Because the quality of the balls is high.
Yeah,
that can't
absolutely.
be the issue.
He's got a good chance here because he can run through now and play the top of the 2 reds stuck together.
Yeah.
He's really
And
only
then-
got 1 problem ball, which is not a massive problem, but you know.
You mean the left-hand side just landing nice on it?
Yeah, of course, yeah.
But that, even so, it links to his other balls.
Correct,
so he's not.
yeah. So he's really just got to be on it and make the
Absolutely.
pot, you know. But
I wonder if he's got angle to get over to it now, or if he's. Oh, it looks like he's playing the bottom, of the 2, right?
Yeah. The other one to the middle.
That's
yeah.
really clever because
That
now
is
he's got a
clever 'cause
natural
he's
angle.
got perfect angle, yeah.
His mapping has been excellent, I think, and his white ball has been. Oh, he's got too much angle.
Yeah. So I was going to say, do you get into this a little bit and screw and sort of deep screw and go into the rail before the pocket, or
Yeah, good question. I think you might be right, Hammer. I've not seen Gus look this unsettled, I suppose. So good insight there from Nathan Harris.
he's tried to go into it?
Bit of a nudgerino, and
not-
I reckon he's good because he can play this ball to the bottom right and then use the middle to get on the
Yeah.
red to the left.
It's gone a little bit awry because he's got to get the right angle for that ball in the middle. I wonder if straight's good enough and you just drop it in and almost cut the red.
Guys, it's not random draw. The draw was determined, and now it's
Follow on.
just follow on. Yeah, exactly.
Oh, he's over
Yeah,
cut
he's
that.
missed the shot.
Yeah.
I wonder why he didn't go the way. Maybe it was not on or something. There obviously is a reason.
I think he just thought if he makes that shot, it's
He wins,
quite simple,
yeah,
you know.
yep.
Whereas the other way, he's flirting with position a little bit.
Yeah,
you know.
true. He's got to be good on the last ball. You're right.
What's he going to do here, Gus? Because he's obviously got that one yellow that's a bit awkward.
Here's my question: do you think the yellow
Goes under the red.
Yeah, I think it does.
Kurt got up.
Kurt won.
Kurt
All
won
right.
11-8 up there against Lee McSharry.
I'd love to see Kurt on the stream playing Justin. I know everyone wants to see Jake and Joseph. We have not seen Kurt on stream yet. I love watching Kurt play. It's one of my favourite players to watch, actually.
Well, here's a test, isn't it? Does it go inside? The other thing, if it doesn't, you could play the turnover and try and leave the wide up the top of the table. But I think
Yeah, it
he's
just
playing
seems so.
inside. Yeah, he's
Yeah, it swam in, didn't it?
Yeah,
Swam in, flew in. It's just
whatever you like.
any type of atypical human movement. And
That's a fair call, Bella. He's probably not playing to his best, but the match is not over. Should be 9-5 now.
I'd say early on in the match he was playing his best. He just Jamie made a comment about his mental game. I don't know if I entirely agree with it, but there's some truth to it. I mean, he did lose a match from a million miles ahead over in WA ages ago that we don't like talking about.
that was a long time ago, yeah.
Anyway, as
So-
I said, Gus is certainly not out of it. Yes, Beto?
We only have 2 matches left in play, so Steve Tran and Ricky Watson is 8-6 to Ricky, and now 9-5 to Gus.
Yeah, James, refresh your stream, I reckon. That's typically... You slowly accumulate delays over time with YouTube live streams. If you refresh, it should get you back. There's already bets showing up in the chat. It's always good fun. Yeah, do it here, Dan. I agree with that. I personally think we should put Kurt and Justin on, but I suspect any poll we put up will just come up Jake because they all do. That's from my past experience of doing these polls. One at a time, Gussie. Yeah, exactly, Bella. Yeah, Jay Windross makes a good point. I think James is about half an hour behind.
Well, okay, I didn't see it. I obviously I was playing, but I missed a chance to go 5-2 up and then I was 7 in a row.
Yep. Uh-huh.
There you go.
Daniel Porter, Joel Younger. Steve Woods, Brenton Collier.
So Gus had to play a little bit of an intricate shot where he's just got to finesse past the ball. He's clipped that ball and then gone too far, snooked himself. Because it changed the line because he's hit the ball, which made it narrow and yeah. Bit of a chop up. But Simon's been almost flawless since then.
Sure.
Which has certainly not helped Gussie in his recovery effort. Oh, Simon, I think...
Sage can do it.
No, he's good, actually. Never mind. I think that's what he was trying to do. He's just trying to hold on that ball. And now he can... He's just got to find a way to get... There's a lot of work to do here, isn't there, Pato? Because he's got to... He's probably playing this ball to the middle now, and then he's got to be in a good position on his other ball to then get down for this ball at the bottom in such a way that he can get back for the black.
Yeah, I think I'd be screwing back on this a little bit and using the top rail. Oh,
So he's using the middle?
Nah,
it doesn't look good, does it?
That's why I thought if you could just nip it back a fraction, you could use the top rail, bottom rail, whatever you want to call it, and come back
You know what?
to the left-hand side of the table.
What might be on is... Oh. Screw back off the top rail. No, he's topping through off the side rail. Oh, there's a big shot, isn't it? Can he get enough...
What's he trying to do here?
Topping off this right-hand side rail? But I would think it
Surely
throws too much.
To get it to go that...
You need a
to
lot
get
of
the
left
yellow
on
to
this
go
too.
that far, even if you're kissing the black. The white's travelling
Oh
too
no, he's
much.
just holding the middle. Oh, I see.
Yeah. I just thought that was all. Like, to get the yellow to travel that far, the white was always going to travel. Even if you hit the black full. I don't see how that would have worked. But
I just completely misread the shot he was even attempting to play.
I saw him line up the black, so I was
Absolutely
pretty sure that was the case. But
Well, now he's just got to make this putt. He should be on the black.
well, yeah,
That's
it's
a
easier
very
said
hard
than done.
putt.
Yeah.
Wow. Everything in this game is, isn't it?
And I think that the biggest issue too is he's got a if he does leave it over the pocket, Gus has got a pretty easy turnover snooker sort of combination shot there
Overcut it.
by a long way. Too hard. Too
Well,
far
he doesn't
away.
have an easy turnover,
Not
but he's
now,
got.
yeah.
But
Easy
the
snooker,
safety's
yeah.
less dangerous when they can't just hit the ball and it goes in.
Correct. So I think if I'm Gus,
Oh, look, we're good. I love democracy now.
I think with Gus here, I think I'm potting the ball closest to the ball club first, and then I'm getting the red off the rail and playing the snooker.
Yeah. You know, I've got this horrible issue where I open the stream to like vote or write in the chat or something, and there's no volume, and then I put my phone away and it just saps all my data running in the background because I got premium and it still goes.
Yeah, me too.
Anyway, if that's not a first world problem, I don't know what is. So Gussie looks like he might be getting a bit aggressive here, getting a bit frisky.
Nah, I think he's playing the safety now, Logan.
Oh,
He's
so he
gonna
just wanted better posse
Yeah,
to play
correct.
the safety a bit nicer.
get
Yeah,
rid of
that's
that.
fair.
Get rid of that red, and now
Yeah.
play the. He's just making sure that he can't come off the rail and pop the yellow.
So, want to give us a rundown on your match, or is it too soon?
Not really, nah.
Okay,
I'm
never mind.
okay. Yeah, nah. To be honest, Logan, he's made that. Didn't want to.
What a hero. He's hating it. Oh, that's a bit stiff, Gussie.
So my 3 wins earlier on in the comp, I've pretty much come from behind all 3 matches.
Oh, sorry, Dan.
I was behind against Josh Gorski in the first round and won 11-10. I was behind against Alec in the second round. I was behind against Rusty in the third round and sort of got back up. So come from behind a bit, but
And your match
today,
against Brenton, you went on a
yeah,
rampage
it was tight, but I sort of got ahead. But today I was pretty much ahead the whole game and just didn't finish it off. I will say credit to Joey. He was very nervous early. You could tell a lot of nervous energy, and he sort of settled. Got back to 5-all. I went in off the black to go 5-all, and I was desperate to not let that sort of cost me too much, which it didn't because I won the next 3 frames and got 8-5 up. And credit to him, I actually from 8-5 up, I thought this is my chance to sort of put the match away, but he went out off my break, went out off his, so went all of a sudden from 8-5 to 8-7, and sort of kept the pressure on. I got 10-9 up, and at 10-9, got a yellow, and the reds were amazing, but I wasn't on one.
Yeah,
and
so did you have to force the issue on the
sort of
yellow?
had to force the issue on the yellows, and was never there, and so on. And then the last frame was a bit tight. It is what it is, you know. He twitched a little bit on his last ball to go to win the match, but unfortunately just left me absolutely nothing with 3 balls left, and tried to sort of force a snooker, didn't get it, and that was it. So,
well,
yeah, that was about it. But
like Pato, but also congratulations to Joseph. I mean,
absolutely, yeah, he played
buzzing.
really well. Once he settled himself, like I said, there was plenty of nervous energy early, but once he settled down, he started to make balls and looked really solid. So good luck to him. Always happy to see a country Vic boy go well.
Well, since you've started your story, Jake and Joseph have been increasing in votes. It's like, oh, Joseph's playing really well. He beat Pato. Everyone vote for Joseph now.
Look, I think as
but
far
no, we
as
want
a
to see
viewing
Kurt and Justin,
spectacle,
guys.
Kurt and Justin probably is the one that I would pick as well.
I think it's Jake's favourite against Joseph, but I think run through might be a bit
Well, Joseph's going to have to lift his game to beat Jake. We all know that, but
I'm just trying to be diplomatic
at the same time,
nice Gussie, nice safety.
He's in the last 8 of one of the toughest tournaments you could possibly play in. So he's earned his way here, and he'd be worthy of getting on the stream. But definitely, I think the pick of the matches, most people think it is Kurt and Justin. So.
It's funny, Joseph had an easy draw, and then he had to beat Woodsy.
Yeah.
And he crushed Woodsy.
Yeah, he did.
It was, well, easy draw. As no
easy
draw
draw
easy
for
in
this tournament.
Yeah,
you
exactly.
Could say,
You got to add that in.
So Gussie's here has played, his couple of safeties. He's really all he's trying to do is get Simon to get the yellow out of there, because while that's there, it's blocking Gussie's balls. But Simon's pretty. Oh, look at that!
That was sick. That is sick.
Can you replay on that, Dan? That was
what
incredible.
A shot! Oh my goodness!
Black goes in the middle.
I mean, Simon might have just saved us 30 minutes.
He could have. Some sort of shot that.
That is ludicrous.
Dan's going to get the
He
replay
had
up
to
if
hit
he makes
just.
the...
Look how close he gets to the middle pocket where he had to hit in order to make this on.
Oh, he's playing in the corner. Lovely finish there. The safety.
Oh, geez. So Michael Skerry's just called out better safeties, Gus. That's a bit brutal.
That's outrageous.
Yeah, that's a bit brutal. Wow. Oh, Gussie's... he looks defeated, but in high spirits.
That's sick.
That is sick. That's just such an absurd shot. And then the black was no gimme. I mean, you're straight on it. But,
Yeah.
I mean, your balls on the rail. You got. Wow. Yeah, everyone's loving that shot. It was just absurdity. Postman, is that his job or something? I've heard
Nah,
a
I
few
think
postmen.
that was the nickname that he went with for the Pockets Pro series.
Those nicknames were all just so dumb.
I think the postman, I believe, he always delivers.
Yeah, right.
So
It's like, well, speaking of dumb nicknames, I was calling Robbo the janitor yesterday because he keeps mopping up.
Okay, yeah, no, I don't like
Just
that one.
dumb nicknames. We were calling whatever his name is, McFlurry.
Oh, McFlurry.
Until the chat kept telling us off for doing that.
Ricky Watson update. Let's have a bit of a
Show the
refresh
tournament so
here.
far. That's a big call. Big call there, Greg.
That match has been 8-6 for ages. I wonder if we're getting a tactical frame there or what the go is. You know?
Wouldn't surprise me. Trini does love his tactics. Do we show that message, Dan? Are you comfortable with that?
What?
Yeah, right. We're cool with it. Yeah, Postman Twat's pretty funny. I mean, I've said far worse things than that on stream, so... Oh, nice shot, Simon. So Simon's just got to find a way to get this yellow bunted out, but he's also the black's awkward as well. I wonder what his method's going to be, because I think the red's too close to the rail for you to play one of these yellows off it to get it out.
He's going to go.
He's going to go into it now. Yeah, I see. Why did Simon go yellow? Sorry, I wasn't paying enough attention, Raz.
Tops through off the side rail, sort of arc it a bit. Don't know that he can go straight into it. I think it's too wide. It's going towards the pocket. But if you top it through, I reckon the only thing with that is if you arc it too much, you'd bring the yellow above into play. And he obviously doesn't want to hit that. So he's hit that beautiful.
He has. That's to die for, that shot. It's incredible. Because I mean, he's going to be fine to play this and then play the ball to the middle and have angle to get over. So this could be done. Absolutely.
You'd think that, yeah, he will have the angle. He'll screw back a bit here. That's okay.
I think he just wanted to be a bit straighter, so that, yeah.
Well, there you go. That's interesting. Simon holds the North Island and South Island titles at the same time here in New Zealand. First player to do it in New Zealand A-ball history. That's something for sure.
What's the method of transport between the islands? Is it just typically plane or are there ferries? I wonder how that works. Probably both.
Good chance to finish this here. Lovely from
Sharp.
Simon.
Yeah, again, his mapping's been extraordinary. And yeah,
Great
Simon's
finish.
a very
Well
good
done, Simon
player.
Singleton.
Dispatched of Gus, Gus was playing so good until Simon just started steamrolling, and yeah, Gus makes an error and it across the whole match.
Shut down now until
Come at the right time.
Yeah,
Awesome.
the rest of the game drops.
Looks like Kurt and Justin's
see yous-
winning the poll, so
we'll see
about
you back in
104 and
the.
Kurt and Justin's has won, so
We'll see you back in the quarters.
cheers,
Yeah.
guys.
Maybe half an hour, guys. Maybe 2 hours. Who knows?